$5 each. Pick up the phone and call today. Now, ladies, just listen to this. Having no fun in the kitchen with the same old boring KitchenAid devices? Why not order today our new Chattermatic for only $24.95. This wind-up chattering teeth vegetable chopper and dicer puts the fun back in cooking. And if you're fighting for space in the kitchen and the laundry room at the same time, well, the double whammy Aunt Jemammy combo waffle and clothes iron is just for you. This has been Billy Mazing. Well, we've got to take your orders now, but we'll be back later in the show to offer you more Billy Mazing products made for TV just for Bob and Tom listeners, including our featured item of the day. So keep those credit cards out, folks. I'm Billy Mazing.
Well, there you go, the amazing Billy Mazing. Okay.
I love
They
My
know what they're
father,
doing.
my father wrote his own pornography
That's true. His father
in
did.
longhand on a legal pad.
Did you find that when he was still alive, or
Yes,
after
I
the
found
fact?
it when he was still alive.
Did you ever
read it?
ever read it? And
I read it.
did you
Was
ever
it
use it?
Good?
Yes. Oh, excellent.
Was it?
Who would have thought?
Heck yeah.
What kind of scenarios were they? Could you
A
elaborate?
lot of
with it?
hitchhiking.
Hitchhiking, you say. He was the driver?
Were these?
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a song I wrote for a special person.
All right.
Each time I need a trusted friend, you're there. With tears to dry and a heart to mend, you're there. And when I'm down in misery and the whole world turns its back on me and I need some love and sympathy, you're there. Nice, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
And when I'm weary and tired of trying, honey, you're there. And anytime I need a shoulder to cry on, you're there. And sometimes when I come home with a heavy heart and weary bones and I need a little time alone, you're there. I want to turn the stereo on, but you're there. I gotta get in to use the John, but you're there. And when I wake up lovingly and turn on my pillow, hoping to see Kim Bassinger smiling back at me, you're there. Oh, this is more of a good thing than I ever planned. How much damn togetherness can a one-man stand? Don't get me laughing here.
All right, sorry.
I want to flop down in my favorite chair, but you're there. I can't see in the mirror to comb my hair, 'cause you're there. And when I want a little snack at night, I sneak down to the fridge to get a little bite. I see a big fat ass blocking out the light, 'cause you're there.
Hey, here we go. Welcome back. Hello, hello. And especially to you.
We're here. You're there.
Hello. It's the Bob and Tom Show. July 20, 2020.
Is that significant in some way?
I don't, some sort of druid.
Tarot card.
Wiccan. I just turned myself into a frog.
Wickham nearly killed him.
Yeah, one of those.
That's
Couple of
not funny.
those.
You still say that? I can't keep
Look look who's back.
Hi, chick.
Hi, Christy. How are you?
I'm fabulous.
All right. And
Look at
happy-
those bangs.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I know. They need
It makes you want to
What?
bang.
Bang?
I'm sorry.
Oh, all right, sir.
I got to be careful what I say.
All right.
Here,
I don't want to
You
work.
can insult this next one.
I want to
It's
look
your
at Christy Banks all day.
It's your son. Hi, Willie.
Yeah, making me bang all day. Yeah, hey, Dad.
You get out there, boy, and start banging.
I haven't seen him for 3 days. How's it going?
Good to see you, Dad.
Ace, how are you?
Adequate.
Okay.
Adequate.
That's what she said.
I never know whether you're going to talk or trip over a chair. I'm not sure. And
It's hard to say. I can't tell.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Good.
Where's Pat?
Well,
Right here.
we have a new multi-screen system that's just been
Oh,
installed.
Jesus.
We need to turn up the brightness on that. I can't say.
Now, I know drive-ins are popular
Yeah.
these days.
But
What was wrong with the way it was working?
That's the kind of attitude that the light bulb wouldn't have been invented. What's wrong with horses?
it
Oh,
wasn't
it had to be
on.
turned on. I see.
There we go. Now
I love it.
Well,
we
now
have
you see my.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
there.
You guys are in my area of TV size right now.
This is this thing is
mine's-
the size of a 4x8 of plywood. It looks like we're going to drywall the room with giant TV screens. So
This is my mine's a little smaller than that, but not much.
Is that 70?
That must be 70.
I don't know what it is
Because
John,
mine's a
got it.
65, and I can tell
Now,
mine's
the
small.
point of this is now
What?
we have Christy and Pat and Willie are all in different rooms.
Yes.
Because we're socially separating as required. And then the four of us, Ace, Chick, Josh, and yours truly, Tom, are in a big room where we're all more than 10 feet apart. Plus we have the little air cleaning machines.
Oh,
Are
geez.
they loud enough? Is that too loud?
Yeah, they're.
You can hear that?
I can't hear it, but
Is that Chick's or
it's a
mine?
little loud, yeah.
You can hear that?
Oh, I'll turn it down in just a second. But the point is now we can really see everybody. So, Josh, you can look up and see Willie mocking you visually.
Yes, I've always wondered what he's been doing behind me.
I'm kind of just putting up my hands, going like this, putting up little peace signs, bunny ears. It's been real wacky back here for the VIP folks.
Photo
Here,
bombing him.
let me try to turn this fan down.
Shit, that's way too hot.
Oh, my God.
Wait a minute.
I can feel that here.
I can't. The wind is keeping me from the control.
I'm going to hold on my tube.
What do we do? I'm going in.
So we installed new
I got
air
it.
cleaners while I was gone, huh?
Oh, this is just phase one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
We got
He's so excited.
we got more coming. And then do they make large room dehumidifiers that just take all?
Sure, I'm sure they do.
Because you could just turn it on, it would be like a garden hose coming out of there's so much humidity in the air. Check local list.
And I've heard they'll make a room as big as you want.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I thought you were going to say, do they make large rooms? I stopped before you said humidifier.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Go ahead.
So-
Trying to have fun. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. So far, so good. Have we done the introduction yet? You get everybody
Got
in?
everybody, yep.
Because there's a new aspect of the introductions. I'm very excited.
Well,
What's
you go right
that?
ahead and introduce that.
Well, Christy Lee, of course, is in the Navy Federal Credit Union news room.
Of course.
Josh is now sitting in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
That's right.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Because in today's world, let's face it, everybody needs something. How about a little jewelry for that sweetie of yours? I think so. Well, I'll be telling you about that in just a second. Hope
Why
everybody
wouldn't
had a good
Josh
week.
if it's his chair?
I'm sorry?
Why wouldn't Josh tell us about it if it's his chair?
Oh, well.
Because
I, too, am wondering that.
I don't know. I don't
They
know.
sponsor Josh.
No. Let me step in here and
sorry.
say that Tom recently has just
Yes?
started to take a little bit more control of the show.
Tom is singing all my songs now. I don't know if you've heard.
He wants to really start taking control of things. So
Well, I see nothing's changed.
as a little baby step toward that.
because this is our very first introduction to this, Josh was not aware of it until 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, and it's really
Now, could we-
complicated. Hey, I'm brought to you by I Hate Steven
could you take Christy off of the IMAX screen for us?
Oh, you
Oh,
got
I'm out already?
You're out.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, Pat, when do you think my dad calls me and go, hey, quick, can you teach me how to play a G, a C, and a D on the guitar?
Very soon, very soon.
quick.
Okay, well, very good. We have that is a big screen. That is.
When is that going to seem like it's normal? Remember?
Never.
Because I know when I get big TVs like that, it's like, holy hell, for the first week, it's like, man, that's big.
I have a 65-incher. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I feel like I'm in the UN or something. Or we're in the...
And once again, in the IHateStephenSinger.com sidekick chair, ooh, thought.
What do you think of this, Sweden? And then one of you answers.
Very
The
good.
translator.
But isn't
Christy
it
looks
nice
like
to see so that you don't, like, you're not staring at we're staring at the
It
back
is.
of your head.
Yeah, it's good to see. Yeah.
Okay, well, the point being here, is this screen also featured on the?
Well, it
feed
can't
that
help. It can't help it be.
It's pretty much the whole show.
If there's a camera in the studio, it's picking up that monitor. Okay.
So you can see this if you go to YouTube right now. Is that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that and the Great Wall of China.
Only two things you can see.
See this from space.
Do they make these for home use? My God.
Yes,
And here's the
absolutely.
punchline. That was $38.
Yeah, those back in the day, that
They
would
made
be
too many, I think.
$50,000 now. You get it with your Kroger card after you purchase 9 bananas. Okay, well, it's good to see everybody. Everybody have a good weekend. Everybody's okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
All right, okay. Once again, July 20 of 2020.
Nice.
I'm not sure what that means. We will find out what
Means it's Monday.
Someone's back from vacation.
Someone open up a can of sassy.
That's right.
Well, I'm not going to take it anymore.
Coming up, we will be covering the significance of July 20th in the world of things like birthdays. Mm-hmm. Of course, the big celebration today is Sir Edmund Hillary's birthday.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah.
You know, there's a controversy that Hillary was not the first one to summit Everest.
Tenzo.
No, Tenzing, he was with Hillary, but
Right.
this was 30 years before that. Another British gentleman.
Oh, I didn't
I'll
know
look up
about
the name for sports. How about that?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to go out in the parking lot, but I'll still be able to see Christy and Pat
So,
and Willie from the parking lot.
whoever this guy is that allegedly climbed Everest first, is today his birthday?
No, it's
No.
not his birthday.
Then
but that-
why are you talking about it?
because Hillary might be a faux British hero.
Okay.
Him and his wool sweaters and his
He did love a wool sweater.
hiking boots.
Well,
if you
wouldn't
like.
you?
If you're at the top of Everest,
And his cargo pants.
it's awfully chilly at the top of Everest.
It sure
Wool
is.
sweater is the least.
Yes, I prefer a nice tank top. On the top of the world,
Okay. Now, coming up, we have interesting news from the world of sports.
looks like we might get a baseball game or two in.
Ooh.
Now, does that count? For my proclamation from July 7th of this year, I said there would be no professional sports. Maybe I should amend that to no completed professional sports seasons.
You never know.
Can I go back?
Let's
Can I
see.
say
I'm
that?
very
Well,
excited.
you can amend it now, yeah.
Yeah,
We do have
I
interesting
just amended
news
it.
from the bubble,
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
the NBA bubble, where they're trying to keep everybody happy.
And I have an apology for Pat Godwin.
For me?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. What?
Somebody over the weekend on Instagram commented on Christy's birthday. Christy posted a beautiful picture of her and her cake for her birthday. And somebody went on there and said, Josh said you were 70.
Oh, that wasn't you. That was me kidding around. Yeah.
And I had to write, that was Godwin. It wasn't.
You said I was 70?
I was joking.
It was clearly a joke.
We were all having
You know,
fun.
you know how Pat is with women. The poetry that comes out of his mouth.
You know how smooth I am.
I don't think you've ever lied that way.
Thanks.
And Josh got blamed, huh?
Yeah, I sure
I'm
did.
sorry,
yeah,
man.
some Karen that would
So
be funny. That,
now, which cake is this?
My daughters got up on Friday morning really early and baked me a cake before I got out of bed. It was my breakfast surprise.
Well, that's
It was
nice.
very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
There may or may not be a cake today
Oh, really?
because we're celebrating Christy's birthday today because now she is here.
yeah.
Well, I took the week off so we wouldn't celebrate it, but apparently you guys talked
You know
about it.
what? You know what? I
What?
tried that angle because that's what you said. I tried that with him last week. He would have none of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
I was trying to hide the fact that I'm older than dirt.
We celebrated it more with you not being here.
Yeah, we had.
Usually the show's on break during your birthday.
Yes, I usually slide past.
I see.
Look at you. You have so much color
You
in your
deserve
face.
celebration, Christy.
And also,
I just did it
can't.
because I wanted
Thank
cake.
you, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
what kind
can't.
of cake do we have?
It's a secret.
It's a secret. We're checking in with our correspondent, Jess Hooker. She'll be from her house later on. But you remember that she got a new Jeep over the weekend. Or no, it was a couple weeks ago. Maybe a month ago. And Christy helped with that purchase.
Yes.
She was out and about yesterday, and there was a pop-up thunderstorm.
She didn't have
I will let you do the math on that, and we'll check in with that situation coming up later.
Yeah, those Wranglers are fun with the tops off.
But yes,
She doesn't have the kind you can put on while you're the
soft top,
kind.
yeah.
The
She
soft,
has
not
the one that,
the soft top. But I guess the Jeeps are built to be
Wet?
You can almost totally immerse them.
Really?
And thank goodness for that.
Yes.
We were doing a promotion one time. I don't know if you were with me, but
I'm always with you, Tom.
In heart.
In spirit.
the essence of it was we had to be at the Harley Davidson dealership for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was there.
And at the
I made
last
the guy
minute-
mad, and you had to save it. I
No.
remember this.
But before, at the last minute, they told me you have to drive this BMW over there for some reason. I forget what the connection was between BMW and Harley. And it was a convertible, and it was sitting in the parking lot. And it was a pretty far drive. So I get in this thing.
Top down.
Top down, never been in it before, never driven it. I'm halfway there. Cloud burst. I had to pull underneath a bridge on Interstate 70. And then we could
You
not,
had to wait.
We could not figure out how to put the top up.
Oh.
And of course, it's just one button, but we didn't know where the button was.
Yeah,
did
and
we?
but we got to the Harley dealership, and one of the guys immediately walked over, looked it over for about 2 minutes, and goes, bingo. So then we, of course, had to take it back to the BMW dealer. Oh, it's we just washed the carpeting for you.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Enjoy.
Now, coming up in sports, we have nudity and the NBA.
Canada's starting something.
What are they starting?
Canada's starting some stuff.
What are they
I'll
starting?
give you a hint. When it comes to baseball, everybody's saying, "No, Canada."
Oh.
Very nice. We had golf over the weekend, and Jack Nicklaus is okay.
What do you
All
mean
right,
it's okay?
okay.
You heard me. NASCAR race yesterday. NFL training camps open today, in quotes.
Well, we'll see. Now, I want to remind you that we have
And
a
a world record come out.
new thing over there, and that is, of course, the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair occupied by Josh.
Yes, that's right.
And hey, there's no better time to say I love you than
I love you too.
than right now.
Oh, you weren't talking to me directly. I'm sorry.
No, because the most hated jeweler in America is at it again. That's right, IHateStevenSinger.com. You've heard us rave about his famous roses, but Steven's been selling diamonds and bridal jewelry for over 4 decades. Whether you have someone or something to celebrate, Steven is there for you, ready to take the next step. Steven has the Ready for Love engagement ring collection that is no hassle and no risk. Expertly picked engagement rings that are ready to go. Don't worry, Steven won't let you mess this up. Steven has been selling online for over 2 decades, but he's kicked everything up a notch to better serve his friends and guests online in today's weird retail world. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Real expert jewelers on call to help you pick the perfect ring, and you can do it all with virtual video appointments and emails. Extended hours are all happening right now at IHateStevenSinger.com. Best guarantee in the business, by the way, a full 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Oh, yeah, did I mention IHateStevenSinger.com features free shipping? Also, interest-free financing is available online. It's easy. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Fast, free, safe shipping. Steven Singer Jewelers. That would be a nice surprise, maybe an engagement ring, or maybe just a little something for that special person right now, out of nowhere. Hey, here's something cool. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we have Beatles and Deer and Stromboli news.
Yes.
Very, very big. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Monday. We've made it to July 20th, 2020. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. We'll try to keep you laughing, informed. Christy Lee back at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. As you heard, we'll get some more details on her week away, her vacation, if you will, and more coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. TV and film crews can work again in New York City in a limited version of New York State's 4th phase of reopening, which starts today. Governor Andrew Cuomo is also allowing New York City zoos to welcome reduced crowds and professional sports teams to play to empty seats. Visitors are set to return to the island that houses the Statue of Liberty, but not the statue itself. And malls, museums, and restaurant dining rooms will remain closed. The American Music Awards are still going to be held, but details still being worked out. The AMA has announced it will air November 22nd on ABC. Details about the show's production will be revealed closer to the date. And a little dog named Cleo, who disappeared from her home in Kansas earlier this month, turned up a few days later at her old home in Missouri, about 50 miles away. Colton Michael told the TV station KMBC this week that the 4-year-old lab retriever border collie mix showed up on his family's front porch in Lawson, Missouri. He says she was scared at first and wouldn't let anyone near her, but eventually gained her trust and had her checked for a microchip. It showed that she belonged to the family that had owned his home before he bought it nearly 2 years ago. The family amazed when they called with the good news. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Anybody else notice it should be state fair time across the continental United States? Missing out on all my tractor pulls and demolition derbies. Good Lord, I ain't never seen so many overweight heifers in my life. And those are just the chicks on the scrambler.
Oh,
Swear to God. And my bass player Boner's favorite thing to do at the fair is hang out right under the swinging chairs.
Yeah.
He likes upskirting chicks when they go flying by. You'd be amazed how many jackpots you get now the chicks are wearing rompers regular.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, man. You know, for the last few years, I've been trying to sell my boat. And it's been hard enough without people like my neighbor running to the Homeowners Association saying my boat's an eyesore. Well, so's your wife, Mitchell. And now, 2 yards over, Ricky Mooner put his boat on the market for $500 less than mine. I called him up and threatened to sue him right to his face. He was like, for what? I said, for boat blocking. You can't have more than one boat for sale on Trailer Grove Trace. It's state law.
That's not true, Donnie.
Shut up, Randy. Only thing you know about the laws, don't ask, don't tell. I swear to God, man. It's state law. Oh, and how could they prove it was solicitation of a prostitute when I gave that whore the money in a birthday card? Laws are hard. Hey, do you know if you get a hole-in-one at Putt-Putt, they have to announce your name? It's public record. And at restaurants, if the hostess screws your name up over the loudspeaker, you get a free appetizer.
It's appetizer.
No, it ain't. I swear to God, man. It's state law. Man, I probably know more about laws than anybody I know of. Like bars have to turn the lights on for last call. I swear to God they do. And do you know every dentist has to give a free toothbrush for each visit? Except in Rhode Island's where it's floss. Food courts have to pass out free samples. And if it's chicken, it's got to be on a stick. State law. In high school, if your teacher makes a grading mistake in red ink, they can't change it back, even on your permanent record. Oh, and here's another thing. All rock and roll tapes have to have at least one kick-ass guitar solo. Clean it up, Scotty Winkler. That's my best friend Scotty on lead guitar. Todd Boner's on bass. Dusty Privet on drums. Man, the lead singer has to intro the band. I swear to God he does. That's what broke up Journey the first time. He knows them all. I swear to God, man. It's state law. Hey, did you know every city has to have at least one radio station do 2 for Tuesday? They have to, and nothing beats a double shot of Whitesnake. And some laws were created because of me, like you can't reuse a pregnancy test. Truth hurts, don't it, Patty? Ferguson, yeah, you. Oh, and you can't leave bird feed on a bug zapper. Think it's a PETA thing. I swear to God, man, it's state law. And 1 out of every 4 strips.
6:22 on the button at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Cloudy with a few peaks of sunshine. Look for a high of 88. Partly to mostly cloudy overnight. Low down to 68.
I go get you.
Variable cloudiness, a stray thunderstorm possible tomorrow. High 86. It's 70 currently.
I used to do that to Willie. You know that?
Did what? I'll go get you.
Those are the days. Coming up, we have your shot at some serious money on Q95. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here once again. It's July 20th of 2020, which apparently there's some magic to those numbers, I'm hoping.
It's Wiccan Day.
Okay. We hope so.
Or is it Aztec Day?
I don't know.
I was an Aztec there for a summer. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
I thought you were an Inca.
No.
Aztec.
I didn't care for the Incas then.
You're all Mayan.
I'm all Aztec. Ladies and gentlemen, when you ask yourself, what the hell's chick doing? There you go, right there, baby.
You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're Mayan. That was a big hit.
Payoff,
in Central America back in the day. Let's see, where were we? We're in the big room here on the Bob and Tom Show. There's Ace, our engineer, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. Chick McGee across the way. This is Tom speaking. And in that new special chair, that's right, it's the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Oh, yeah. It's Josh Arnold. Krista Lee is through the glass once again, the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Willie G is in the little glass booth over there. We may or may not have cake coming up for the birthday girl, Christy Lee.
Thanks.
And then we have, let's see, Pat Godwin, who is having his foot removed from his mouth after posting a very humorous aside about Christy and her age, which was wrong.
No, I said it on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Some friendly listener snitched on me, and then I had to snitch on you.
Yeah, you did the right thing.
Okay.
So do you want to make amends?
I do.
Right
Is there cake yet?
There is cake in the building. I'm not going to tell you where it is.
Happy birthday to you. I hear you're 32. Happy birthday, dear Christy. You look 22. There you go.
Nice.
Nice fix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, seriously.
And here's your present, Christy.
Want to see my feet?
You get to see Tom's feet. Are you
No,
ready?
Play that again.
No, thank you.
All right.
Want to see my feet? Well, that's got a good beat. Want to see my feet?
That is-
Don't want to see my feet. Don't want to see my feet. Don't see my feet.
Everybody knows you can see my feet.
Want to feel my feet on your buns? Want to see my feet?
You're kicking the girl?
Want to see my feet?
No, just massaging her
Want
body.
to see my feet?
All right.
Lick my feet. Want to see my feet?
It's there. It writes itself.
Yeah, I think we'll have to get to work on that.
Terrifying.
Okay, now
Willie is so embarrassed.
Yes.
What a scary thing to say.
His face is red.
It just came out one day. Yeah, that's your father. Okay, that's what you got to look forward to.
You'd be amazed how many people send us emails wanting to see Christy's feet.
Oh, please. Well, I did get a pedicure over my vacation.
Now the three guys would have just wrecked their car.
Some poor guy just lost his load.
And you're not talking about...
He's a trucker.
Right.
He
sort of
swerved.
jackknifed
He
and
didn't mean to.
Jackknifed. Jackknifed is what he did.
Need to clarify.
Why don't you play the intro to sports? We never hear the intro anymore because it's a little different than the outro.
Yeah. Well, the intro to sports for me is painful to play.
Oh,
How can I not take that personally?
no joke.
Let me mention prior to the. I'll say this in English before we get to that. Allow me to point out that you can reach us via email. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We'd love to hear from you from anywhere in the world. This show is worldwide on American Forces Radio. We are broadcast on more than 100 radio stations in the United States of America. Happy to be here and happy to be there. And, of course, we, I think, are feeding the show out on YouTube today just for fun. You can see what's going on with our gigantic new screen.
Yeah. Boy.
In the studio.
We should show movies.
Yeah, why can't we put up like information there in the square or something? Yeah.
Can we put Looney Tunes on during the commercial?
Dean told me at 8 a.m. he's going to put School of Rock up in the corner. Just for
All right.
Now, we currently, it's divided into four parts, four quadrants, but the one on the right is for guests.
Yeah, well, Jess will be here.
So
Yeah,
it's blank. I know, but right now it's blank.
Right.
Could we put
A logo there or something, right?
Who's center square right now? I can't see.
There's no center.
There's no
Well, Paul Lynn, of course. Give us a little Paul Lynn there.
Little Paul Lynn? Tom, ask me where the Sistine Chapel's located, and I'll be Paul Lynn. You're Peter Marshall.
Okay, the center square, we have Paul Lind.
Yes.
You see how hard a job Peter Marshall had.
Yeah.
Paul, where is the Sistine Chapel?
Right next to the 15th.
You dog, Pat. You dog.
That is strong. Now, trivia question for young Willie G.
Oh, there we go.
Do you know what Peter Marshall's real name is?
I don't know who Peter Marshall is, so.
I don't. I know who Peter Marshall is. I have no idea.
Peter Marshall was the host of a show called
Dick
Hollywood
Marshall?
Squares. Close.
Oh, really?
Yes, his real name is Peter Lecoq.
Oh, no.
Yes.
And it's like Lecouque or something.
And his son, right?
Pete Lecoq Jr.
Yeah, was a famous baseball player. There you go. A little obscure trivia. Now speaking of that is the perfect segue.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Listen to that.
we
Hello,
go to the sports desk.
How about ya?
Hey, Chickie.
Tom, Christy, Josh, Willie.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Ace, Pat.
Good to see you, man.
Chick.
See? Christy's on board.
Oh, we're supposed to do that again?
It's back. Chick.
Yeah.
A little out of order there. I messed up.
Feel it on. We're going to put
It's a thought that
put a
counts.
1950s era test pattern on that fourth quadrant.
It's School of Rock.
Legitimately on.
Oh, that's so funny.
Now we can't show this on YouTube.
Hello.
Pull that down.
Who doesn't love Jack
Jack Black
Black?
is just a force of nature.
God, I love him.
Really.
Greatest.
I would argue he could have been nominated for Best Actor for that role.
He was great.
He was great.
Yeah.
Did you ever see him in the movie where he plays the Undertaker?
Bernie.
Yeah,
Bernie.
That's a wonderful
Great
movie.
Excellent movie.
Shirley MacLaine, yeah.
Remember when he was Gulliver? Come on. He's great.
No one liked that.
I like that.
I never saw it. But.
My kids love that movie.
Can I continue, please?
Yeah, what Jack Black movies do you like?
Oh, I enjoyed that.
John Rahm will move to the top of the world golf rankings, convincing victory
They call him CD.
the Memorial in Dublin, Ohio. He closed with the 3 over 75.
I laughed.
Under total.
No, apparently he just wants to read the sports. I don't know why.
Who cares?
Rahm is the first.
Hey, could they have put more? Do you think they could have put Jack Nicholson on the screen more yesterday?
Spaniard. Boy, are you going to feel stupid. Rahm is the first Spaniard since Seve Ballesteros. I am your father. Prepare to die. To reach number 1. Jack Nicklaus says he's recovered from the virus.
Oh, he had corona.
Golf legend revealed yesterday during the telecast of the Memorial Golf Tournament, he and his wife tested positive for the virus at the onset of the
It is
pandemic.
corona, right? Not like HIV or something.
Yes, it's
Oh, my
coronavirus.
God.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. I mean, he was just saying the virus.
And they're putting.
There's nothing funny down that road.
No, there
He
isn't.
said-
I was asking a factual question.
Changing the topic.
There's nothing funny down that road.
I would agree.
Even though the
Very
golfers are 300 yards away from me, I feel like I need to speak like this.
Yes.
Don't you love that about those golf guys?
I do.
Think they like that at home? I said, don't ride your bike in the street.
What? That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, now are the announcers even at the golf course?
Oh, that's true.
It'd be better
Probably
if they were in the
not.
studio going, all right, up next we got Jack Nicklaus coming up for a big shot here.
Yeah, they can yell all they want.
They're on those giant towers.
Yeah.
Jack and his wife tested
Jill.
positive.
Thank you very much.
Chick doesn't look happy.
Notice I'm sitting here paying attention.
Yeah, I know. He said his wife had COVID-19 symptoms. Jack had a sore throat and a cough. Nicholas said they were home in North Palm, which is not too far from DeLand, as I understand it.
Oh.
We were done with it on about April 20th. Nicholas and his wife, Jill, turned... Oh, no, I'm sorry, Barbara turned 80.
Was that a typo?
A month apart at the start of the new year.
Well, I'm glad they're okay.
Isn't that nice? Austin Dillon, your NASCAR winner in Fort Worth. Childress picks up the wins there. NFL players are pleading with the league to address several health and safety concerns.
Please.
Mr. Please.
Wait a second. Hang on a second. I would like to. The count is 2-0 on Josh. Please let him finish this attempt at a joke, just so we can hear the buzzer as he humbly walks back to the
The
dugout.
NFL players are publicly pleading with the league.
Please.
He's out.
I liked it.
That was a nice note, sung very well.
They have health concerns. Opening of training camps, some teams today. The league informed teams Saturday training camps will open on time, even though talks with the players' union regarding testing for the virus and other health and safety protocols are ongoing. Rookies for Houston and Kansas City set to report today. Rookies for other teams due tomorrow. Players,
you know why
all
they,
teams, July 28th will report.
Do you know
Russell
why
Wilson
do you know why
upset.
Peter Marshall called himself Peter Marshall instead of going with his real name?
No, why?
Because his real name really was Peter Lecoq.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding. I believe he was of Canadian heritage. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
The one time they had his son on was very awkward because he was Peter Lecoq Jr., I think. And it would have been weird on Hollywood Squares to say, I take Peter Lecoq to block.
Oh, yeah.
Classic. That would be a Lecoq block.
That would be a Lecoq block.
Nobody likes a Lecoq.
Technically, check that out.
Saints quarterback Drew Brees, if the NFL doesn't do this is his quote, Brees' quote, if the NFL doesn't do their part to keep players healthy, there's no football in 2020. We need football, we need sports, we need hope, hashtag we want to play, but if they keep things up the way they are, they will not be playing.
All right.
Players are
Now, they do have
upset.
some kind of special face gear.
They're
right?
trying, they're testing a new helmet and a face mask from Oakley that just automatically goes over your nose and mouth when you put the helmet on.
Have you heard about this, Christy?
I haven't.
Isn't it Nike and Oakley?
Yeah, I think Nike makes a helmet probably.
Oakley makes a nice pair of sunglasses.
Oakley has already always made the visor.
The really cool players are going to wear it backwards.
Oh.
So it's
that's it.
When they're in the sideline, they'll flip it around and have it hanging off the back of their ears.
That's so the virus don't sneak up on me. NHL for Josh. Penguins are practically chicken star Sid the Kid Crosby dealing with an unspecified health issue.
Uh-oh.
So we're left to twist in the wind and just assume that it's corona. Head coach Mike Sullivan or assistant coach Mark Reekie offered any
Mike Sullivan said it's a really big show.
Boy, and I'm sitting in the dugout.
Yeah. And you're getting 3 strikes. That should have been a long fly ball out.
You're back in the bullpen, Josh.
Right. You're about to go back up.
Oh, great.
Hey, Canada, I got a lot of problems for you. Toronto Blue Jays want to play their home baseball games in a major league park. That's according to pitcher Anthony Bass, who says the front office is working to find a major league ballpark for the team because Bass said he spoke with general manager Ross Atkins and emphasized the players would prefer a big league stadium. Canada denied the Blue Jays' request to play at Rogers Center.
No, Canada.
Because the regular season... Okay, that's pretty funny. The regular season schedule would require frequent travel back and forth from the filthy United States, where the virus cases are, of course, surging. I put the filthy
what are they doing about hockey? Are the teams all playing in the States or all playing in
with
Canada?
this raising its ugly head, what is Toronto, Montreal,
Vancouver,
those
Edmonton. They're not going to be
Canuck and Canucks. They gotta. I think they're only taking the top 22 teams or something though in the NHL for a
where are they
going to
playoff
or something.
Josh,
I don't know if they've named yet. Have
I
they?
don't think they've said for sure.
They had it down to 6 cities and then maybe 2 cities. I don't exactly remember.
No one should worry if you're an
Hang on a
NHL
second.
fan. Gary Bettman's in charge of it all, and he'll get her
I
figured
got to check
out.
something.
What?
Aren't there several cities in the United States? Hang on, named Toronto.
Oh.
Hang on a second.
Like Toronto, Nebraska?
Yep, there's a Toronto, Ohio.
Really?
There you go.
There you go. Problem solved.
Do they have a hockey rink?
Here come the Blue Jays.
Build a hockey rink.
They got a baseball field, though.
Yeah?
You see him playing in the Little League Park.
I think that would be so cool if that happened.
It's another home run for the Blue Jays. Oh.
It says here.
Here's the voice of reason.
August 1st in Toronto and Edmonton.
Not so fast, my
So they're
friend.
just going to play in Toronto and Edmonton?
This is the NHL, not the MLB.
There's a Toronto in Australia.
Never mind. Ace
That's-
passed
Is
out.
any of this helping?
Ace passed out. Never
Oh, wait
mind.
a second. Hang on. Wait a minute. There's a Toronto, South Dakota, a Toronto, Missouri, a Toronto, Kansas, a Toronto, Iowa, a Toronto, Indiana, Toronto, Illinois. They got lots of places they can play.
I don't think the issue is that they just need to play in a city named Toronto.
No.
They
Your
want a
dad
major
is
league-
convinced that's what has to happen.
There's a lot of money at stake here.
He's on down the road on this, and what we found in the past, Willie, is to just let him. He's like a toddler. He wears himself out, and then he falls asleep.
They can have a special Lone Ranger night.
See?
For your masks, the Lone Ranger in Toronto.
Toronto Tonto.
Sure.
Why isn't there a Toronto?
You can go see the Art Carney movie, Harry in Toronto.
Okay.
More sports coming up, including NBA trouble with the bubble.
Chick McGee brought something to my attention several years ago, long before we were talking about it on the radio, and that is the greatest way to get home security is to install it yourself with no wires, no hassles. It's called Simply Safe. Tell me more.
Simply Safe, the magnetic wireless technology that you yourself, because I did, you yourself can install it. Simply Safe's got everything you need to protect your home with none of the drawbacks of traditional home security. And if there's ever been a better time that you don't want the technician roaming your house free, touching your things, it's now. It's got an arsenal of sensors and cameras, blanket every room and the perimeter of the compound, windows, doors, tailored specifically for your home.
And you do it yourself, so you don't have that guy walking up. That sure is a nice medicine cabinet. What are those blue pills for, honey?
Get it set up yourself in under an hour. I say under a half hour. Peel and stick the sensors where you need them. Windows, doors, glass breaks, motion sensors, cameras. Cameras are amazing. $100 for the camera if you'd like to buy some extra ones. I have 7 cameras. I check in with outdoors and all sorts.
He has more than Cutco scissor money.
Look at the dogs.
Has 7 cameras.
Yes,
We're not the only ones, by the way, who think Simply Safe is great. A little outfit, as Tom would say, U.S. News and World Report named it the best overall home security of 2020. Try Simply Safe today at simplysafetom.com, and you get free shipping and 60-day risk-free trial if you use this code word, simplysafetom.com. Only for Bob and Tom Show listeners.
Coming up, we have world records, when we have teeth in the news and Stromboli news. Not the same story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Stay tuned. Who knows who will be next on the Bob and Tom Track Phone Hotline? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a hot pocket, so you know where I'm going.
Hey, every dollar spent at the Bob and Tom store for the foreseeable future goes directly to Feeding America. So stop by today when you get a chance. BobandTomStore.com. Check out our hats, T-shirts, sweatshirts. Buy now, buy often. Again, every dollar goes directly to Feeding America. They help restock America's food pantries across the country. A lot of folks in need right now, and you can help out just by buying a Bob and Tom hat. Check it out today at BobandTomStore.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Jon Rahm will move to the top of the world golf rankings after a convincing victory at the Memorial in Dublin, Ohio. Rahm closed with a 3 over 75 for a 9-under total, 3 strokes ahead of second-round co-leader Ryan Palmer at Muirfield Village. Jack Nicholson announced yesterday he's recovering from a health scare. The golf legend revealed during the CBS telecast of the Memorial yesterday. He and his wife tested positive for the virus at the onset of the pandemic. He said his wife had no COVID-19 symptoms but tested positive, while Nicholas had a sore throat and a cough. Nicholas said they were home in North Palm Beach, Florida from March 13th until he says we were done with it on about April 20th. And Richard Childress Racing had a successful day at Texas Motor Speedway. Austin Dillon stayed in front after a restart with 2 laps to go and beat rookie Tyler Reddick to the checkered flag. That gave Childress a 1-2 NASCAR Cup finish and a big show for spectators that were spread out in the stands in Fort Worth. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
We all do stuff for the farmers. Daylight savings time, for instance.
Absolutely.
I mean, we do that so the farmers can have a couple extra hours of daylight to plant stuff in the summer, and that's fine, but you better be using it. I mean, I'm driving by some of these farms this summer, and if it's light out and they're not out there, I'm knocking on some doors. Hey, we weren't all sad for 6 months. You guys could sit inside and watch hee-haw. You get out there and you farm something.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know, here in Paris and everywhere I go today, people are talking about the latest development in personal hygiene.
What is that?
The coffee enema. And for those of us who practice the alternative lifestyle, there's only one brand of coffee enema. It's called La Cage aux Fougères. Bonjour. I am Maurice Chevalier's. And when I need a good cleaning out or just need to freshen up for a date, I choose La Cage aux Fougères. And after a quick coffee break, voila! I feel spanking new. So wake up and smell the coffee. Well, do not actually smell it, P.U. Be part of the movement sweeping the continent. La Cage aux Fougères. Because when you're pooped, nothing perks you up like a coffee enema. I'd like to sing for you now. I'm a gentleman who lives in gay Paris. I like to stay as fresh as I can be. But when I need a little pick-me-up, I don't take my coffee from the coffee cup. Hit it, girls.
La Cage aux Fougères, c'est ooh la la. It's a coffee enema. The finest coffee beyond compare. And it goes in your derrière. Ooh la la la. Ooh la la la. Ooh la la la. Ooh la la la. La Cage aux Fougères for the man who likes his coffee in the can.
La Cage aux Fougères. When it comes to taste, perhaps your tongue cannot tell the difference, but your can can.
La Cage aux Fougères, c'est ooh la la. It's a coffee enema. But you don't need a coffee cup. Just grab the bag and bottoms up. Merci beaucoup. Pull down your pants. Insert the tube. Viva la France! La Cage aux Fougères for the man who likes his coffee in the can. Sacre bleu!
Au revoir!
Hi there, 645 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has an update on the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. We'll see maybe some peaks of sunshine today, high 88. Partly to mostly cloudy overnight, low 68. Then variable cloudiness, straight thunderstorm possible tomorrow, high 86. Still at 70.
Some serious cash is at stake, so be paying close attention as you listen to Q95 throughout the day, including on the Bob and Tom Show here on Q95. So pay attention. You could win some money. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. Today, 20 July 2020.
Oh.
There's a lot of 20s there. Yeah. Hope it's good luck for you. Good luck for us today. Feeling good here in the big room with Ace Cosby, our engineer. Got a feeling we're going to get an early edition of the Ace Cosby joke of the day. If you heard it on Friday, wow, grand slam.
Yeah. Oh, I missed it.
Home run with
top five.
Home run with 3
Yeah,
out.
really good. Yeah.
There's Chick McGee over there. In the all-new IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair, it's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
This is Tom speaking. Then we move to the big screen. From the big room to the big screen, from different parts of the building, we have Pat Godwin on your lower left.
Hello.
Christy Lee, the birthday girl.
Hi, everybody.
Looking great
Thank you.
in the upper left.
It's like the Brady Bunch. Hi, Pat.
And then in the upper right, it's Willie, G.A. Willie.
Pat's face is right where Christy. let's.
That's awkward.
Oh, he's dreamt of that.
Every night.
Hey, Pat, your face, you're turned the wrong way.
Hey, Pat, your lips are hairy.
He's got a goatee, Tom.
Oh, that's why.
whoa.
Hey, Pat, turn
Wait a
your
minute.
head sideways and start talking.
I've got it. So your goatee comes in blonde, huh?
Oh, very nice. These are all actionable. No need to move any farther. Coming up later today, we have some very exciting stuff in the news, including a rather unusual story about a mask. And have you seen all the fashionable masks out there that people have on?
Sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Some nice patriotic ones.
Sure.
Some nice, well, how would you describe them, Christy? Just sort of...
Well, I have a real florally looking one that's kind of a silk with a cotton on the back. Yeah. And then there are...
My niece Daisy is a great designer, and some of hers are out there. They're tremendous. They're
can I buy one? I'd like to
yeah,
have
I'll
one of
tell you how
those.
to do. I'll tell you. I should probably get a plug for that in somehow. I'll tell you how to do that later. But a lot of ladies have really fancy ones. Some
You can
guys,
get one that makes it look like your dog's face, which is kind of funny.
Or some of them look like horror movie stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Pat, you were telling me in the hallway there, you got a song about your experience with the mask now?
Yeah, my gal at the CVS drugstore has the what is it, the N5 thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this the girl you tried to date?
Yeah, I tried, yeah.
You still go to that CVS?
Say it again?
You still go to that CVS?
Yeah, I go to that CVS.
I would have changed CVS's.
Why?
Does she talk to you?
Because it's awkward now.
Of course.
For the purpose of this bit, though, I am still...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were having a conversation. I didn't know I was stepped in the middle of an intro. I'm sorry.
So I forgot that. I forgot that this was actually resolved in a rather unfortunate way.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
forget about that and go back.
Restraining order. Restraining order. Restraining order.
What kind of mask did you say she had?
I think it's an N5, right? Is that what it's called? What are they called?
What is that?
I think it might be an N5.
I don't know.
The N95 mask? The
N95.
serious one?
That's the one that she
Yeah.
has.
Isn't M5 the British Secret Service?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Okay.
And she is adorable right here, and I haven't seen the rest of her face.
You just saw her from the nose up.
Your hair's blonde and your eyes are blue. I'm guessing the rest of you's pretty too. You wear that mask with such style and grace. I can't wait to see your face. Can't wait to see your face. There's a slight chance that I'm way off base. You could have a liver spotted, gin blossom, hairy mole, pimple covered pizza face, or a smile with lots of empty space, a mug only Picasso would trace. You could win a steeplechase. Oh, but I can't wait to see your face.
Oh, that is so
That
nice.
is a love song.
That was passionate.
That is a great song, and it's about this world we live in. I saw a scene that should be in a rom. This will be the poster of a rom-com.
What?
I was waiting in line at this little mini grocery store over the weekend, and they only allow a certain number of people
You
in.
mean a convenience store?
It's very...
No, it's a small. I go to the same place he's talking about.
It's not really a convenience store. The point is, it's a small grocery store. You incredible jackass. And
I'm sorry. I thought we were having a conversation.
so they have X's in the floor, and you've got to stand in a certain place.
Right.
And there was a couple in front of me. And I looked over, and they were staring in each other's eyes, face to face, with full masks on.
Right.
And suddenly they leaned over and had a full mask kiss.
Whoa!
And I thought, this really is a romantic.
No, who are they lying to? They hate each other.
Either that or
Full mask kissing in public? Get out of here. I hate that.
Oh, I think it's cute.
It
Can
was
anybody
kinda
else tell
cute.
that I just went through a breakup?
Yes.
Sorry, Willie.
Well, speaking of breaking up, so Pat, when you wrote that song,
Yeah, that was a month ago. Yeah.
and it was based on a true thing.
Yeah.
And the CVS you go to, this sweet-looking gal worked there, and then you made arrangements to have coffee with her.
Yeah, we went with masks on, but drank our coffee with the masks off, and she is adorable. Yeah, she's adorable.
And then you started talking, and that ruined everything, right?
Well, when I open my mouth, it's all over. You know how that goes.
Oh, I wonder what
Maybe
happened.
you should keep the mask on.
Maybe you should shut up.
Maybe you should ball up the mask and shove it in your mouth like a gag.
Right.
No,
I just get so excited, I just spout stupid
Is
things.
this the one where you then went on the air and mentioned that she talked too much?
Yep.
That's the.
You mean the very subject he was just trying to avoid?
Oh, sorry.
She's a real chatterbox, is what I heard.
She's loquacious, yes.
Loquacious.
Very chatty.
Well,
back to sports.
Oh, I guess we can. go
Guess
back to
what time it is?
What time is it?
Howdy Doody time?
Nope.
Did you ever watch the Howdy Doody show, Christy?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
Don
that's
Ho? Is Don Ho... What is Don? Is he with us still?
No.
Mr. Ho is
Hawaiian.
Are we going to Hawaii?
Bubbles. That's right. The NBA players are in their bubble.
I
Could you ask
Tenuous
Don
at
to,
best.
could you ask Don to hold it down a little bit?
What's wrong with you?
see. Boy, that's
you
funny.
like-
A Don Hoedown
Don't you,
where he's...
don't you like
Your partner round and round.
Don't you like happiness? You don't like smiling?
Round and round.
Boy, that's
Boy,
a
this
perky
is-
song.
This
Isn't
is
it?
really, man, these vocals are amazing, aren't they?
This really makes you want to dance off of a volcano.
The NBA reportedly sent players in the bubble a memo reminding them to dress appropriately and not be naked
Yeah.
when receiving room service.
Now, Chick, the rule on this is if they say you have to do this, what does that mean?
There must have been a problem with players
Yeah.
answering room
Oh,
service
my goodness, I've never seen anything like that.
naked. And not only that, but one of the players looked at the room service consultant and
Yes.
said,
Want to see my feet?
that was sick.
I would have been staring at the feet.
This is it was a foot already.
Yeah. And then some. as they say.
Very rarely do you hear the word feet when referencing that anatomical part.
This information
Foot is freakish, but feet is...
A league memo leaked to ESPN. One of the few reports you heard on what used to be a network. The reminder of dressing appropriately is an indication that players have been answering their doors in just a towel or entirely nude. There you go.
They put those robes in there for a reason, fellas.
That's right.
You're big on the room service, right?
I love the room service. That's my dream vacation. Go somewhere warm and hot with a nice beach and a pool and sit in the room and get room service. Bingo, baby, bingo.
Tom, you hate room service.
Hate room service, and I hate
Hate it.
breakfast in
What's
bed.
to hate? It's the best.
What's to hate?
What?
Breakfast in bed is not the best.
No, it's the
not.
worst. Oh, look, I just spilled coffee on my all over the sheets. And,
Yeah.
That means I got to wash them. Yeah.
Well, I think that's why if you're in a hotel, you do the breakfast in bed. It's kind of fun.
Because you don't have to worry about cleaning
Exactly.
up.
Yeah, that's the.
no.
Every
So-
time I get room, I like room service, but I do. Man, I wish I had a table and chair.
I just eat a club sandwich on my bed like a weirdo. It's the best.
I think that's how most people
Josh,
do it.
you like to walk down the hallway and just, when people put the food out after they know that, just test their fries.
Now, why would Josh do something like that?
Wow, we almost went through a whole hour.
Understand?
Fat, I'm so fat. I am fattest, I am fat. Nobody's fatter
Never
than
fails to make me laugh.
Nobody's fatter than me. All I do, I eat and jerk it and jerk it. They call me the garbage disposal, Tom. I walk down the hallways and clean up all the trays for the people.
More sports coming up.
Slurp down the mini ketchups.
More on Major League Baseball.
You know, it's like,
hot sauce.
Hey, we're in a vacation. We're on vacation in a beautiful hotel. Why sit in their incredibly gorgeous restaurant when we can sit in our room? Now, obviously, today's world, I guess that would make more sense. But,
Sure, I bet room service is booming.
yeah.
Coming up.
Okay.
Hula hoop record, Major League Baseball in Canada, don't mix, and Japanese dancing robots.
Yeah. Now, I've got a copy of the memo here that they say to the fellas in the NBA.
Oh, yeah?
Leave her a nice tip, but don't show it to her. When they
Yes, that's...
What's that dangling out your shorts? Oh, my God, it's prehensile. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, for everything Bob and Tom, check out one spot, bobandtom.com. That's BOBANDTOM.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to our social media sites, and, of course, much, much more. You can always email us as well, bobandtom at bobandtom.com. That's right. If you have a request, something you'd like to say, something you'd like to hear, or just reach out to us, that's where you do it, bobandtom at bobandtom.com. More of the show coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The renewed surge of coronavirus cases has Congress considering what to do next. The top Republicans in Congress are expected to meet today with President Donald Trump on the next COVID-19 aid package. The administration is stiffening its opposition to more testing money and interjecting other priorities that could complicate quick passage. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is prepared to roll out the $1 trillion package in a matter of days. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has already passed a sweeping $3 trillion measure from Democrats. Organizers of a national workers' strike say tens of thousands are set to walk off the job this morning in more than 24 U.S. cities to protest systematic racism and economic inequality that has only worsened during the coronavirus pandemic. Dubbed the Strike for Black Lives, essential workers such as nursing home employees, janitors, and delivery men and women will join fast food, rideshare, and airport workers in events targeting corporations and government leaders. Major actions are expected in New York City, Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Louis, and Los Angeles. And a United Arab Emirates spacecraft has rocketed away on a 7-month journey to Mars. The Amal, or Hope, orbiter is the Arab world's first interplanetary mission. The UAE built and launched the craft in partnership with U.S. universities in Japan. It lifted off under a blue sky from a southern Japanese island this morning. Later, Mitsubishi said the probe has separated from the rocket and is now on its solo journey. The UAE said it was sending back signals that would be analyzed later. China and the United States plan to send their own spacecraft to Mars in the next few days. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
24/7. Went walking with my lady a week ago last night. The air was warm and wonderful, the stars were shining bright. We laid down in the forest, I started to get face when a big swarm of mosquitoes broke up our embrace. So get off when you're walking, get off on summer days. Get off and spray mosquito bites away. Get off on vacation, get off inside the sack. I got off in the grocery store, I never can go back. Jack and Jill Jaworski go camping every June. They crawl inside the sleeping bag and start howling at the moon. Jack was quite excited till mosquitoes bit his face. Jill, she got Jack off and killed the skeeters with the spray. So get off when you're camping, get off on summer days. Get off and spray mosquito bites away. Get off on vacation, get off inside the sack. I got off in the drugstore, I never can go back. You can't beat off. No, you can't beat off. Break it down. It's the best darn bug repellent on your grocery shelf. You can't beat off. No, you can't beat off. If you spray off on the mattress, blame somebody else. I went down to the lake house, saw Muffy and Maureen. They took off their bikinis and applied the tanning cream. I strolled into the bushes to get a better view. I was lucky I got off.
2 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee's back. She's got the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. A mix of sun and clouds today, high 88. Partly to mostly cloudy overnight, down to 68. Once again, variable cloudiness tomorrow and still a chance for a thunderstorm, high of 86. We have cloudy skies, 70 degrees.
There was a thunderstorm yesterday, and there was a Jeep incident.
Yes.
Involving Jess Hooker.
And her brand new Jeep from Westgate.
Yeah, and if you're not getting your new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram at Westgate, you're not getting your best deal, especially during the Beat It or Cash It event. If Westgate can't beat the new vehicle deal you'll get at any local Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram dealer, they will pay you $2,500. You heard me, and that does include other dealers' 2020 summer clearance event offers. Got a car you need to sell? Westgate will overpay for your used car, even if you don't buy one of theirs. There's no reason to wait. Come to Westgate. You'll get the best 2020 summer clearance event deal or bring home $2,500. It's the Beat It or Cash It event at Westgate off Highway 40 next to Coles and Plainfield and online at westgateauto.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. From the big room where you'll find Ace, Chick. This is Tom. Oh, and that's Josh in the all-new. Oh, that looks very nice. It's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Yes.
Get some jewelry for that sweetie of yours. IHateStevenSinger.com. Let's see. Let's leave the room and go to the big screen where we are being... we've got the video being piped in of Christy Lee, the birthday girl, on Friday.
Yeah.
Willie G is over there in a different room. And then in yet another building, it's Pat Godwin. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
It's good to see you. Coming up, perhaps...
Perhaps.
There may be cake.
Oh, okay.
Let there be cake. Now, when we last left you, the NBA and the bubble in Orlando was having to remind the players not to answer the door naked when food was being delivered.
Yeah.
It's Grubhub, not Chubhub. Fellas, try to be.
They're down there in the bubble.
Talk about a ball hog. There's a ball, one ball and a hog. Okay, very good. I'm sorry, where were we?
The Toronto Blue Jays have been barred from playing games in Toronto. In case you missed this, the decision comes from the Canadian government. They've deemed it unsafe for Blue Jays players to travel back and forth from the United States. The team's alternate sites for home games include its training facility in Dunedin, Florida, as well as...
Finish that? I'm done eating.
That's really good.
That's really obvious.
As well as Solon Field in Buffalo.
It's very, very quiet there.
Yeah, sure is.
Everyone's very respectful. Solemn.
S-A-H-L-E-N, not solemn. Solon.
Solon.
I think it's a
must have been
meat
your
thing.
pronunciation.
And
Yeah, it's your fault, Chick.
the Blue Jays are scheduled to start the season July 24th at Tampa Bay. Their home opener set for 5 days later against the Nats. The other 29.
And that happening.
And that happening.
Boy, he's on fire.
No,
He's 3 in a row.
Canada,
There's no
everybody.
stopping him.
He can't be stopped. The other 29 baseball teams plan to play in their home ballparks, albeit without spectators. Is this a loud fan? Oh, no, that's the other fan. That's the fan that's going to be there, Tom, watching baseball.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
That's right. And a Japanese baseball team has devised a creative way to replace human fans in their stadiums. Fukuoka SoftBank.
I beg your pardon.
The
Nicely done.
Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks put 20 dancing robots in the stands ahead of their Nippon professional baseball game against the Rakuten Eagles on July 7th.
I don't think it's Rackatoon. I don't think it rhymes with Saskatoon.
Okay. Tom, okay. Okay, Tom. Tom, okay. Rakuten. What do you got?
Rakuten.
Oh.
Rakuten?
Rakati?
Two different robots.
Ricola.
Two different robots, including... He's still on fire. How long is this going to last?
I'm telling you.
So I'm sorry. Go. The name. This is the bank. The bank that owns this team is called the. What is it?
Fukuoka.
F-U-K.
Fukuoka.
That's what the guys at the Beatles.
No, they said something
Totally different.
Yeah.
Fukuoka.
Oh, well.
Boy, that is so close, isn't it?
Fukuoka.
Are they aware how humorous? We should get some of their jerseys.
Including.
What's a soft bank?
I don't know. I was going to ask that.
In a couple
too.
weeks, they're going to open up a real bank, but for now, they're just doing this little soft bank.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Early
Thank
withdrawal.
You. Thank you very
It's
much.
much more pliable. Two different robots, including SoftBank's humanoid robot named Pepper,
I am Pepper.
as well as must give loans, must give loan, including four-legged robots perform the choreographed dance that is usually done
Wait a
by
minute.
Hawks fans.
Four-legged robots. Well, they look like dogs?
Probably.
Or are they just people with four legs?
Ew, that's creepy.
That's hideous.
Like Squidwards walking around.
Some robots had hats and waved flags.
How about that? Why? What are they doing? This is all for...
They're dancing
They're
around.
like cheerleaders.
Yeah, what is the dance the fans usually do?
They have a dance that is usually done by Hawks fans. Apparently, this is some sort of fandom exists that we have no idea about. They have a dance for the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks.
Oh, here's a picture. One of them does look kind of like a robot dog. I assume the dance they're doing is the robot.
Well, goes without saying.
It seems like it would be too easy for them.
Yeah, that only went out in the 70s, robot.
Looks good. Now,
looks good.
Have you seen the...
Checks out. Good.
He's
Okay,
petering out. Oh.
No, I have you seen the photographs that they've blown up? I saw some of those on TV yesterday, where some of these stadiums now you can send in your picture and they'll blow it up and put cardboard fans in the stadium.
It looks ridiculous.
Well,
absolutely ridiculous.
That leads to the story about the ballparks actually using crowd noise.
I read about
But not just any crowd noise.
Which crowd noise is it?
Is it video game crowd noise?
Crowd noise from video games.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that was originally harvested from actual crowds.
Right.
But
yeah,
it's still a sound effect.
I think Josh has pointed out that we should kind of just embrace the time we're in and just kind of just let's see what it sounds like.
Right, but they're claiming it's not for us. It's not for the viewer. It's for the athletes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They can't play in a silent stadium?
Oh, well, they say it definitely affects the game, and it makes sense, but it doesn't make enough sense.
Oh,
for
they're
me to-
piping it into the actual stadium. I thought it was just for the broadcast.
No,
That's
they're gonna.
weird.
Yeah, they want the players to hear it.
That is weird.
But so they've got someone sitting up there with a machine in front of them that has.
Like yours.
Does it say how many? Yeah, I've got a machine in front of me. Give me a number between 1 and 10, Christy.
7.
Now give me another one.
3.
Okay, 7 and 3 would put me right here, and this is what I have in this machine.
Oh, you are such a liar.
Sorry, somebody write down 7 and 3.
Yeah, never say those numbers again.
Wow. The great song "Do the Freddy." Okay, 7 and 4.
Okay.
You sunk my battleship.
Don't you have any good sound effects? What are the good numbers?
Yeah, you should have good sound effects.
6 and 4.
No more. No more.
Nope. Try another one.
4 and 5.
I am
Well-
legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if.
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh, boy.
Don't ask for those numbers. I'm sorry. So does it say how many options they have when they're doing the crowd noise at the ballpark?
No.
Do they have booze? Do they boo, too?
Oh, I thought you meant liquor.
No, not booze. Like booze. Like
I hope they.
Here we go. According to the league, stadium sound engineers will have access to around 75 different sound effects and reactions, which has provided teams with crowd sounds captured from the MLB The Show, the video game. So 75 different reactions. I assume that would include
a booing, I would
I've
think.
read in Philadelphia they actually have robots in the stands that take out their batteries and throw them at the players.
You're really.
Is there an organist in the ballpark?
Oh.
I bet they'll do that too.
They
You'll
have
get
to.
all that ambiance.
Dun, dun,
They'll
dun,
have walk-up music. You'll really.
I had one day. I was going on a walk one day in April by Wrigley Field, and I heard the organ, and it was the coolest thing to hear because everything was still crazy. There was no one in the streets, but hearing that organ felt pretty good.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
that
I
is
bet
cool.
that's why they were doing it.
It'd be cool to hear that again.
I've always wanted to sit with an organist at a stadium. Seriously, and just
you'd like,
sit with them.
You'd like to be right next to a big organ at a stadium?
That's right.
Well, then you need to go do a
Who
game.
knows what'll happen? I'll touch it, maybe put my mouth on it.
You need to go to a
Is
game.
this what you want to hear?
With Tom, then.
My dad's dead. Anything's game.
You know, this hot dog fits in my mouth. This hot dog fits in my mouth just right.
Josh, I think it'd be a cool experience. I think it'd be very cool to sit by.
Thank you. Wouldn't it be? So see how they watch the crowd and then decide.
So if they have that would be great. So the guy doing the sound effects has to also respond to the organist, right?
Oh, potentially.
Da-da-da-da-da. He's got to have the phone charge. Right. He's on break. Hey!
Are they going to do honorable seventh inning stretches? Like have who are the famous guys like Bill Murray and Eddie Vedder, the two guys that do it at Wrigley a lot?
I would think they would do that.
Yeah.
That would be a smart move.
They should do the kiss cam, but just have it on the umpires and the players. A couple guys in the dugout. The kiss.
Oh, well.
Cardboard cutouts.
Take off your mask, Mel Ott.
I think Chris Bryant just kissed the third baseman. This is pretty cool. I like baseball now. Baseball's tight.
More sports coming up, including a world record involving, a hula hoop.
Oh, boy.
Bated breath over here. Bated breath.
I don't know if it's a shoop hula hoop.
We have a pronouncer on the bank.
Oh,
it's an e-commerce company. This is the Japanese bank that is sponsoring the robots at the Japanese baseball game. Here we go.
Rakuten.
Rakuten. Oh, I've seen this commercial.
Rakuten? Oh! Rakuten. Rakuten.
Wow, that was people trying to pronounce it to win money.
Yeah, they get money if they said it right.
What is the right one?
Rakuten.
Rakuten.
Huh. Oh, that sounds like a Elton John song.
Rakuten.
She packed my bags.
Rakuten. Very good.
Burning out his fees up here alone.
It's all happening. Right now, I want to remind you that some of the bad news happening right now involves cyber criminals because this is their season and has been for several months now. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on there. Be very careful what you open in your email. All kinds of phishing attacks happening out there. Once again, you want to make sure that you get that refund from the IRS, et cetera, et cetera. Very important to understand how cybercrime and identity theft are affecting our lives. You've got information at risk out there. You've put it in your phone. You've put it in your computer. You've bought stuff. All that stuff's floating around. This is where LifeLock comes in. LifeLock is a service, very inexpensive service, I might add, that detects a wide range of identity threats. For example, your social security number could be for sale right now on the dark web. If you become a victim of identity theft, LifeLock has a staff that will help you restore your identity easier than what you could do on your own. LifeLock.com, I've got a special offer coming up in a matter of seconds. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock is going to see threats you might miss on your own. Join it right now and save up to 25% on your first year with the promo code TOM25. Like I said, very inexpensive, lifelock.com. You can also just dial up 1-800-LifeLock. Once again, or lifelock.com. The promo code is TOM25 to save 25% on your first year. How about that? Get 25% off by using the code TOM25 at lifelock.com. Don't let anybody else spend your hard-earned money. When we come back, we have a little bit of Donnie Baker. We have interesting news from the world of coffee and a world record.
Yes, sir.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, party people, don't forget the Bob and Tom app is available at your iTunes or Google Play Store, and it's free. You can listen to your local station, tune in to Bob and Tom 24/7, listen to Bob and Tom podcasts, access a stream of classic bits on demand, send us photos, videos, or audio messages. Yes, you too can become a junior win bag with one click of the button. See stories and photos from today's show as well. It's all right there on the Bob and Tom app, and best of all, it's free. Check it out today.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. TV and film crews can work again in New York City in a limited version of New York State's fourth phase of reopening, which starts today. Governor Andrew Cuomo is also allowing New York City zoos to welcome reduced crowds and professional sports teams to play to empty seats. Visitors are set to return to the island that houses the Statue of Liberty, but not the statue itself, and malls, museums, and restaurant dining rooms will remain closed. The American Music Awards are still going to be held, but details still being worked out. The AMA has announced it will air November 22nd on ABC. Details about the show's production will be revealed closer to the date. And a little dog named Cleo, who disappeared from her home in Kansas earlier this month, turned up a few days later at her old home in Missouri, about 50 miles away. Colton Michael told the TV station KMBC this week that the 4-year-old lab retriever border collie mix showed up on his family's front porch in Lawson, Missouri. He says she was scared at first and wouldn't let anyone near her, but eventually gained her trust and had her checked for a microchip. It showed that she belonged to the family that had owned his home before he bought it nearly 2 years ago. The family amazed when they called with the good news. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I love to watch you as the jasmine wind blows through your hair, your bedroom eyes, your pouting lips. I just can't help but stare. You're in a satin nightgown, and I see your lovely curves. I hear somebody coming, and I drop my binoculars. Peeking through your window, I watch you get undressed. As you slip off your nightgown, my heart pounds in my chest. I think I'll break into your house and lie down on your bed, then dance around your bedroom with your panties on my head. I can't stop stalking you every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away. I watch you at the health club, I was at the mall. Last week I sat beside you in the airport bathroom stall. I know you really love me, someday you'll say I do. Even though a restraining order keeps me 100 feet from you. I can't stop stalking you every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away.
He's hiding in the bushes. He's there behind the tree. He can see you,
but you can't see me. I see the red lights flashing as I hide behind this tree. Once again, your nosy neighbors have called the cops on me. I'm sitting in this squad car, my ears begin to ring. I listen as these voices in my head begin to sing. I can't stop stalking you every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away. Nothing in this world will keep me away.
721 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Mix of sun and clouds, high 88, partly to mostly cloudy tonight, down to 68. Variable cloudiness, stray thunderstorm possible, high 86. It's 70.
A stray thunderstorm.
Yeah.
That's always been a weird phrase.
Stray.
Like
That means it could just pop up at any time, you know.
But stray, it sounds like it's...
You can adopt it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a... Poor thing got away from its mama.
Aw.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. I can feel it in the air. Of course, I'm talking about the Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up in a matter of seconds. In the big room, it's Ace, Chick, Tom, that's me, and in the beautiful IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair, it's the very handsome Josh Arnold.
Oh, why? Why, thank you.
Nice haircut.
Thanks, Christy. It's the first time you're seeing it, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
He did it himself.
You did?
I did, yeah. I just full metal jacketed it right in my bathroom.
Wow.
Have you cleaned the hair off the bathroom floor yet?
Oh, yes, yeah.
It's
I
not.
think it'd be...
No, he's a filthy human
You'd be
being.
surprised at how clean my house is, I think.
I would be surprised.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very...
Oh, my God.
Very clean.
He has...
You know, all of us keep a pretty tidy home,
Yep.
believe it or not.
Okay, just asking.
All right.
Willie's here.
All right. Well, I don't know about Willie, but
I was not talking intentionally. I'm going to
Willie's idea of a shelf is the floor.
oh, I have a daughter like that.
Yeah, there's Willie. There's Christy. Christy, of course, in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. We have a giant screen now in the room, and I can see Pat Godwin from the next building. And Christy, we may or may not have a birthday cake for you. Has anybody looked in the green room fridge?
No. Okay.
Oh, good.
They're not allowed in there.
I ain't saying.
Okay, that's very good. And Pat, of course, you're not allowed in there. We have standards. Now, where was I?
Oh, here we go. Here's what. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you,
Hey,
sir?
Donnie.
I'm good. Hey, Christy.
Hey, Donnie.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
person to ever take a week to celebrate one birthday. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That little weekend I had.
Oh, good.
Really?
Went out and boating with a few friends and one fever blister. This thing's driving me nuts.
Oh.
And I blame that stupid mask they forced us to wear in a bait shop. I mean, the Waltz crawlers are already quarantined. Why do I have to put myself in the same position? Anyways, it was their boat, not mine, because I don't want to put extra miles on my boat, you know, being for sale and all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we used my buddy Dale's boat. Man, his boat is badass. Christy, did you get the pictures I sent you?
I did not.
Well, his boat is so good. Starts with a key. Like, you ain't got to pull a rope or nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Mine feels like you're mowing grass before you start. Plus, you ain't got to carry an empty coffee can for bailing out the water every 30 minutes, you know?
That's
But
handy.
it's good cardio. I mean, works better than a shake weight. But his boat's got a radio right on the dash, you know? We ain't got to bring my ghetto blaster. I admit, I hate being jealous about another dude's boat, but his seats ain't even started turning green yet. He's had it over a year. I swear to God. You know, mine are green from the algae. So Angel Skinner's ass always looked like it was in mint condition. I swear to God. But his boat's a major chick magnet, like Panera bread on water. Man, I couldn't have been happier. I wore my motorboat and son of a bitch shirt, man, because it came in handy. Some rando chick offered me this new PBR hard iced tea. Have you heard about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that stuff rocks. But you know who don't like PBR while you're boating?
Who?
Conservation officers, Tom.
That's true.
Yeah, my buddy Dale got in trouble for barely blowing a .23, so he got his boat impounded.
Oh.
Which I know deep down made him jealous of my boat for a minute, you know? Perspective. Hindsight's always 50-50. But then Boner's dumbass, he got himself in trouble, too. He started tossing his weed in the lake so he wouldn't get busted. He forgot weed floats. He was just bobbing there on top of the water like a buoy made out of bud. But he didn't get in trouble, though. The cop took one whiff of it and said, I hope you didn't pay for this stuff. My grandma's stuff is more potent than this ragweed. He said it right to his face. Crap, there's something I'm supposed to remember to do.
What's that? You don't remember?
Well, I knew I'd forget, so I was like, so I don't forget, I'll just remember if it rhymes with the name Dale.
Dale?
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to post bail for Dale.
Oh.
Hell, it's been over 48 hours. Oh, well, he's probably been released on his own incontinence. I'm going to guess.
I went boating over my vacation.
Oh, how nice.
Well, I went kayaking.
Oh, good.
Kind of like Josh. I didn't take any pictures, though, but it was fun. 10 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got lost?
Yes, Tom, downstream.
Did you have to kayak back up?
No.
It was Deliverance style. They drove down and picked up.
Yeah, well, they drove you to the top of the river, or 10 miles up the river, and then you drove back. You rode down.
Well, they drive you up to. You get your car at Aintree, is what you do.
Aintree.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, there were a couple Deliverance moments. I thought,
Really?
what
No
are
kidding.
we doing?
Well, gee, I wonder what we're all thinking of.
No, I mean, it's very remote.
Sure,
Kind of scary. Kind of scary, a little bit.
Did it get rapidy at all?
No, about like a 1 maybe, if that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
it
But
was
still, that's fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was not very. The water's kind of down.
Afterwards, your
Check
boyfriend
local.
go. Da-da-down.
He wasn't with me.
Oh,
wasn't
No.
he? Yeah, no.
Did you hear about while you were gone the kayaker that has the video of getting attacked by the alligator?
No, there were no alligators in this one. Thank goodness.
Yeah, this guy here it is in North Carolina. His name is Peter Joyce, paddling down.
His wife, Ree, right?
Rejoice.
Nothing?
I liked it. I did like it. Yeah.
In what
Nothing
way?
at all.
Because it made you feel better about the whiff.
That's exactly right.
Whiffs
I
that
liked
you've
it.
had this morning.
I liked it. I mean, it was no Lecoq block, but it was pretty good.
Okay.
So he's
I
paddling.
understand that.
Yeah, Peter Lecoq,
I acknowledge that.
and the host, Peter Marshall, is his stage name.
Thanks, Willie.
Peter Lecoq block.
I thought I was. I didn't know he had. I'm sorry.
This
Some
guy was
days
on.
we're just going to repeat the entire first hour.
Peter Joyce was on Lake Waccamaw.
Okay.
Walk-a-mo,
Waccamaw in my shoes.
Yeah.
Of course. And
Nobody else knows that jingle. Walk-a-mo. Okay.
No, I have no idea what you're talking. Must be regional. He was attacked by an alligator, tipped over the kayak.
Ooh.
He's got it all on video. It's pretty scary. And but
My trip was not scary. It's actually probably a creek, not even a river. There were times I had to get out and walk.
And just drag your kayak.
Sounds like fun.
Yes.
That ain't a vacation.
Now, Josh, you went kayaking.
Yeah.
Now the water was deeper, obviously.
That's right.
Well,
Now-
he was in a lake. It's a little different.
And of course, when I got in the lake, all the water displaced,
Oh, that's not true.
and
Why-
people
why would they-
picnicking on the banks were real mad at me. Because
Why
all
would
of a
that
sudden,
happen, Josh? I don't understand.
Sort of, here
What's
comes
the
old
deal?
Tsunami Arnold. They announced as I waded into the water. I'm so fat. I am fattest. I am fat. Nobody's fatter than me. Nobody's fatter than me. You know, all I do, I eat jerkin. I'd hang myself, but of course there are no rafters that could hold my butt.
Oh.
I just always imagine Josh gets to his car every day, slams his door, and goes, "You know what, Tom? I'm not even that. You're a pretty big too, aren't you? That's right. You're pretty big, aren't you, too?"
I don't even care, man.
Do you want some cake, Josh? You can feel better.
Josh, don't eat in front of him. Do not give him the satisfaction.
Did you ever get here early in the morning and just sit in your car and go, I don't know if I should go in today.
Chick, I've been here. I mean, Pat, I've been here 3 weeks. I've done that twice.
Yeah. We all do that.
Sorry. What else is happening in sports?
Oh, yeah? Stupid world record. Here we go. A group of children in India have 4 hula hooping Guinness World Records.
Oh.
That's cool.
And I don't know what any of them are. 11-year-old R.S. Janai set a world record for the most hula hoop elbow passes
Elbow passes.
in 1 minute with 24.
I assume that would mean holding it in your arm and going up and down.
I've got no idea.
Like-
this,
like
and
probably-
having it right.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know
Spinning
either.
it on
Yeah,
your, and then
on your
passing
elbow and
it to
passing
that
it.
guy.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe it could be okay.
16-year-old Tarun earned the title for most hula hoop rotations around knees 1 minute with 194.
Boy, that seems like a lot.
That's
Wow.
flying,
Yeah, that
right?
sure is.
He is currently practicing to attempt the world record for fastest times to solve a Rubik's Cube while hula hooping.
And spelling and spelling weird words.
And 8-year-old Guru.
His name's Guru? That's a lot to live up to.
G-U-R-U. Guru
Wow.
performed the most hula hoop rotations around his neck in 60 seconds.
Before passing out.
With 211. And 13-year-old Lalith set a world record.
You've got it on your knees, Layla.
World record for most hula hoop rotations on the arm. 1 minute with 220.
Who counts
flying.
that?
Yeah,
Who
that's-
has
that
to
is-
count that?
They have to have slow-mo cameras.
I would think,
yeah.
No kidding?
That'd be a rough gig.
Wow.
Working for Guinness.
Well, except
You can see the
lunchtime.
world, don't you?
Lunchtime and dinner. That'd be all right.
Al Jackson used to work for the BBC show where they would do all those stunts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guinness World Record.
So you can check out some of those with our good friend Al Jackson. Is that sports?
Yes, sir.
That completes everything in the
That's
world
it.
of sports? Okay.
Including, remember, you NBA players, please.
Tiny bubble.
While you're there in the bubble, have some clothes on when room service comes a knock. Okay? Just make it a rule.
It's common sense, right?
Again, They had to issue the memo because
There was a problem.
Yep.
Someone called the commissioner, by the way.
Hey.
I don't think there's anything wrong with answering the door in a towel. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, as long as you're covered up, I don't.
apparently there was someone who must have done it without even a towel.
You're a 19-year-old girl or whatever working room
guess.
service. You might not want to.
Yeah, they probably don't want to leave any room for controversy.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah,
Towel falls off.
Yeah, here he's a ball hog. I got to see both, actually.
That's
sports. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for your fine sports.
You're welcome. Christy, what do you got over there?
An Ohio man lost almost 200 pounds so he could ride on a new roller coaster at Kings Island.
Wow.
Why are you all laughing at that?
That's interesting.
I'm laughing because not only am I too fat to ride the roller coaster, but I'm also not allowed to go back to Kings Island.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There was an incident with Willie.
I was too fat for a roller coaster at Kings Island. I was removed from line.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this story then? I'm sorry.
Because this is a happy story because this guy lost a bunch of weight. So he
Weighing
could do
in
it.
at 430 pounds, Jared Ream nearly gave up on
By
his
the way,
love of.
when you see the words Jared and Ream in the same story,
Yeah.
Oh, my
you probably think
goodness.
it's about something else.
Stop it.
$5.
Gave up his love of roller coasters after being unable to fit on the rides. Ream said, quote, I've always told myself that if Kings Island ever built a B&M what is it? A B&M Giga Coaster.
A B.
What the hell is a B&M Giga Coaster?
I'm not sure.
Well, you
ride it.
You ride it until, they originally called it the shark.
That I would have to ride it no matter what. Then when the theme park announced a new Giga Coaster called Orion, Ream became determined to lose enough weight to ride the coaster.
Good
After
for him.
10 months of dieting and daily exercise, he dropped 190 pounds and has been able to ride Orion 5 times so far.
Good for him.
Ream says, quote, not only is it a great roller coaster, but for me, it will always be one of my top favorite roller coasters just because of the sentimental value.
A Giga Coaster is a roller coaster that's between 300 and 399 feet tall. And it completes a full circuit. I was not too fat for the Millennium Force at Kings Island, which is a gig, and that thing is no, that's at Cedar Point. I'm sorry. That's at Cedar Point. I was too fat for a roller coaster at Cedar Point. Kings Island, I think they know their audience, and I'm not too fat for any of those rides.
Is there a concierge you can go to at a theme park and just go, listen, what can I do? Just tell me
Well, it's at Universal Studios, I was too fat for certain seats on a roller coaster. They had to put me in the middle. They go, I'm sorry, sir, you're going to have to sit in these seats. And I forget. And of course, for physics, it's all in the middle of the coaster. You don't want to. And so I don't know why. I don't know. I forget what they call them. They don't call them fat people seats, but it's something so politically correct that it's more insulting. I forget what it is. Damn it! Somebody will remember and write.
Weight displacement?
It's something like oversized guest, or it's something hilarious.
Oversized guest is a little rough.
It is.
Yes.
It's something like that, though.
It's
right?
probably
Why not-
something like
Right.
accommodation.
So just call it the fat section, for God's sake.
Sir, coming over to the fat zone.
Yeah. Here's
They
your
probably
funnel
had to-
cake. Enjoy the ride.
They probably had to run it by 50 lawyers, and it can't imply anything that would be even moderately insulting.
But it seemed more insulting to me than just saying
spatially enhanced or something.
Right.
Oh, I like spatially enhanced.
Yeah.
No, that's more. Just call it fat.
That's probably correct. I was there one time when they on the little mini coaster that they have.
Yes.
It's so much fun.
The Scooby-Doo or whatever, isn't it?
And they had it was just really hot, and everybody been in line for a long time. We finally get up there, and they had to stop it and bring the hazmat crew in because
Oh, God, no.
some kid had some problems. That was worse. Yeah.
Of course it
Oh, it was the BM that time?
Yeah,
oh, boy.
That's rough. Yeah.
That was rough. And then after a while, they ended up just shutting it down.
Oh, couldn't clean it that well.
No,
Okay.
apparently it had been that serious.
Ooh.
Everywhere. Okay. Well, congratulations to this guy, though. What a great thing to do.
Yeah, good for him.
He's got himself fit, and he can now ride the coaster. Good work. Christy, give me the teaser.
Well, we have a lot of animals in the news, including an owl rescued from a soccer net. We have beetles. We have a kangaroo hopping through Fort Lauderdale, because why wouldn't they? And a stray iguana.
Can I keep him?
Maybe.
Oh, and then also, did you see the...
Look how he loves me.
Has anybody seen this video of the... there's this place where you can fly like a kung fu artist, and they have...
Fly like a kung fu artist.
You mean like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
But I mean with the costumes, and it's amazing. Cool. They've got the background. And
okay, so this is amazing, but you won't go see the movie. You just hate it on sight.
That's right. I didn't hate the movie. I just walked out after 10 minutes. The point is, but you get to fly like you're a kung
I haven't
fu
seen
dude.
that story. Wow.
Well, I'll get it for you. It's
Thank you.
very interesting. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Monday. It is the 20th of July, slowly making our way through the 7th month of the year. Yay! Won't be long before we're into August, and then before we know it, 2020 will be behind us. Won't that be nice, everybody? It's true. Looking forward to the rest of today. Thanks for joining us here on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Jon Rahm will move to the top of the world golf rankings after a convincing victory at the Memorial in Dublin, Ohio. Rahm closed with a 3 over 75 for a 9-under total, 3 strokes ahead of second-round co-leader Ryan Palmer at Muirfield Village. Jack Nicholson announced yesterday he's recovering from a health scare. The golf legend revealed during the CBS telecast of the Memorial yesterday. He and his wife tested positive for the virus at the onset of the pandemic. He said his wife had no COVID-19 symptoms but tested positive, while Nicholas had a sore throat and a cough. Nicholas said they were home in North Palm Beach, Florida from March 13th until he says we were done with it on about April 20th. And Richard Childress Racing had a successful day at Texas Motor Speedway. Austin Dillon stayed in front after a restart with 2 laps to go and beat rookie Tyler Reddick to the checkered flag. That gave Childress a 1-2 NASCAR Cup finish and a big show for spectators that were spread out in the stand.
Oh, God. He never gets this right in the live show.
Hi, Tom here. God knows I'm not perfect. I guess I can be difficult and sometimes perhaps a little demanding.
No.
Oh, sure, some might say tyrannical, but I don't get it. I try to be a nice guy, but lately it seems that everybody's pissed at me. My friends are pissed, my doctor's pissed, my mother's pissed, my lawyer's pissed, my waiter's pissed, and Chick is pissed. Everybody's pissed at me. My banker's pissed, the band is pissed, my plumber's pissed, the fisher pissed, my barber's pissed, my brother's pissed.
It is very plain to see.
Everybody's pissed at me.
I think we can all agree.
Everybody's pissed at me.
word. We're all pissed at you today.
I am sick of all your bitching. Here's a check. Go away.
Your boss is pissed, your kids are pissed, your neighbor's pissed, your sister's pissed. We'll bet even God is pissed.
Everybody's pissed at me. When I wrote my pissed off list, I'm sure there's someone that I missed, and that will probably make them pissed.
It is very plain to see.
Everybody's pissed at me.
I think we can all agree.
Everybody's pissed at me.
Very justifiably.
Everybody's pissed at
Your friends are pissed, your partner's pissed, your mother's pissed, your lawyer's pissed, your waiter's pissed, your dog is pissed.
Everybody's pissed at me. Paging Michael Hunt.
All right.
Paging Michael Hunt. Is Mike Hunt here?
Right. It could be tough, little, or even holy.
Uh-huh.
You might be full of it, talk a lot of it. You might even have it for brains. It comes in piles, loads, crocks, and big worthless sacks. You're really drunk, your face might be covered with it.
Yeah.
Someone may compare your car to a piece of it. Someone may ask you to eat some and then die. You make a bad business deal, it comes on the end of a stick. Ooh, what a treat. But hang on to that stick, because it might help you paddle up the creek that's named after it. If you're really angry, you might kick it out of somebody. At the very least, scare it out of them. And if you do that, it might come out in the form of a brick. You might get caught in a storm of it, especially if it just hit the fan. The weather outside could be cold as it. A lot of girls I've met are hotter than it. I know a guy who has it for a last name, but I won't bother mentioning him because most people don't know Jack. So, it happens frequently. That's all I'm trying to say. Hey, I get a horn. Awesome.
Mario DiGiorgio. Greg Hahn is our guest.
I went out with this one girl. Can I say this?
Yeah. Sure.
Get a load of this. I'm on a date. I was out with this girl, right? Here's what she says. It's true. She says, oh, I did something she didn't like. She goes, oh, you just lost some points. Whoa, there's points involved. It's a point system that the women have. It's a point system. Men, we don't.
And if there's a handsomer announcer, I don't know. 744 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, that was very kind of you. Pay close attention, everybody. But first, a quick forecast update. Christy Lee.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Mix of sun and clouds. Look for a high of 88, currently 70.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Birthday girl. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're going to stop talking about Christy's birthday. Wait a minute. What about the cake in the green room?
Go get it.
She's ready.
Let's go.
She's sassy today.
She did have a can of sassy opened on vacation.
I like it. I like a sassy Christy Lee.
You like a sassy can?
Well, yeah, we're
That's a little different.
Josh and I appreciate a can, a nice butt. We're butt buddies.
That's right. We're friends who like butts, so therefore we're butt buddies.
We get together and talk about butts. We're butt buddies.
I'm right behind you, pal.
Yes, indeed. That's where I want you, right behind me.
Got your butt buddy T-shirts?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I said this earlier, but we have to change the music here because we're going to forget the introductions and just go right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for these aren't jokes. This is a cultural moment. This is like an editorial for what's happening in today's world. It's the joke of the day with Ace Cosby.
Today we're doing math.
Okay.
I have 10 cookies.
Yes.
And you take 5.
Yes.
What do you have?
5 cookies.
A broken hand?
Oh, of course. Doesn't want to share.
Likes his cookies.
Yeah.
Kind of a hostile joke, really.
You're being...
Since Christine missed it Friday, you can have to tell her my...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I did miss it Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a rare repeat of an Ace Cosby joke of the day joke.
Way to encore. That's how you do it.
For Christy Lee.
Christy, I was downtown the other day, and I saw my ex.
Really?
Just crossing the street, got hit by a bus.
Oh.
And I go, whoa, that could have been me. And I remembered I can't drive a bus.
Then you go,
another fairly violent and aggressive visit with us.
broken hands. People run over by buses. Jeez.
Now, who is this? What are we doing? This is the Bob and Tom Show, the big room. It's Ace, Chick. This is Tom speaking. That's Josh in the all-new IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
Indeed.
In the glass booth over there, it's Willie. In the glass booth over there, it's Christy Lee. In the other building, but being piped in on TV, it's a Pat Godwin.
Hello.
I almost said it's Pat Goodman.
Don't start that again.
Sorry.
Boy, people really like that.
They love it. They love it. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, I know that some of the comedy shows are being revived as we learn to live in the COVID-19 era.
Bert's doing a drive-in.
Yep.
Jim Gaffigan's doing drive-ins.
Yeah. So do you have any gigs left that weren't canceled, Pat?
All the summer ones were canceled except one on August 1st, which is an outdoor, socially distanced thing in Sullivan, Indiana.
Well, that'd be cool.
on.
Nice.
I know Willie's got one potentially coming up with Greg Hahn in Louisville. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm featuring in like mid-August. We'll see.
Okay.
Well, yeah, right.
So where's your thing again, Pat? It's Sullivan?
Sullivan, Indiana, yeah. I'm nervous about probably being heckled because of what you call me on the air.
You mean Pat Goodman?
Yeah, it might go it might go something like this.
Yeah?
Here we go. Hello, Cleveland, my old friend. I've come to tell some jokes again. Walls of brick behind me on the stage. Like a verse from Seeger's Turn the Page. Then the crowd starts to clap and the MC says my name. Tom's to blame. Give it up for your comic, Pat Goodman. I clench my teeth, I almost swear. People giggling everywhere. I beg the crowd to make the heckling stop. I wish my name right now was Carrot Top. And my dad knew the pain, 'cause they used to mispronounce his name. Nothing's changed. Goodman, Goodwin, Godwin.
Yeah.
It's Godwin.
All right.
Very good. Very good. No.
Nicely done, Mike.
Sorry about that. Mike Goodman.
Mike Goodman.
Guys, come on, it's Matt. Be respectful, all right?
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Matt Godfrey. Very funny. Very, very funny stuff. Wow. So, Christy, I mentioned this thing about the Chinese tourist thing where they film you and it looks just like you're flying
In a movie, yeah.
and it
So
is
you're not, but they just film your...
An attraction.
no, you are actually flying. Do you have the
Wires?
story?
Yeah.
Okay.
An attraction in China is allowing tourists to experience kung fu movie flying. The attraction in China's Fujian province offers visitors the ability to fly, much like the gravity-defying characters in movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and The House of Flying Daggers. Guests dress in flowing costumes, don harnesses similar to those worn by actors in wuxia movies in order to soar through the air in a picturesque setting featuring lush trees and a waterfall.
Fun.
They're in front of this massive rock formation with a beautiful waterfall, and they are flying. They're wearing these robes. It looks amazing.
A video shared by South China Morning Post shows visitors striking elegant poses as they float high above the ground, but concludes with one woman being led by an employee for her running start only to fall face first onto the turf. Oops. Oops.
Yeah, she'll be kung suing.
That's all right.
That's fun, though, man.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know if you can go there now, but at some point when this is all over, you'll be able to go do your kung fu.
Sure, we're not.
Everybody was kung fu flying.
Oh.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those jokes were fast as lightning.
Not everybody was kung fu fighting. I still stand by that.
Yeah. Christy really takes
no.
umbrage
Makes me
with
mad.
this,
Everybody.
No,
That's what it
not
says.
everybody.
Christy, I remember one day said I was there and I was
Yes.
not kung fu fighting.
Never was kung fu fighting.
So, what were you doing?
Not kung fu fighting.
What were you doing?
I don't know. None of your business.
Maybe she went to Canada. Conscientious objection.
Kung fu defending yourself?
Maybe.
Okay. It's anyway. If you
Kung Fu loving?
Oh, there you go.
If you're not a fighter, you're a lover, huh?
That's right.
Tai Chi.
they don't call it Kung.
Take a pause now and collect
Kung
ourselves.
Fu,
What if the guy?
Kung Fu
What if the guy?
fighting?
From
Oh, I like Kung Fu fighting.
What if the candid
there you go.
camera guy was playing
Alan Funt.
Kung Fun? What about Kung Fun?
Funt. Give me that T.
What am I saying?
Clearly, give me the
What do
T.
you mean fun?
Alan
Kung
Funt.
Fun would be fun.
Let me explain to Willie. Alan Funt was the legendary host of Candid Camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great show. No.
You hate practical
Mean-spirited.
jokes. You would
But I always loved Candid Camera.
We thought it would be funny if we put this torch on a fork and served unsuspecting diners a slice of apple pie. Yeah, that's funny.
Watch as we tell this man his wife has just died.
I think that was an actual one.
Oh, my gosh. They couldn't
they
do that.
Yeah. I like the ones where they'd have really little kids go into a room and they'd have dogs start talking to them and stuff, and the kids would start talking back and forth. Yeah, those were great.
Have you seen the viral video of birds, if birds had arms?
No.
It's pretty funny. I'll try to share that on social media.
If birds had arms.
They wouldn't do a lot of flying.
Have you seen the pandas trying to get into the hammock? I've been watching that.
Pandas trying to get into a hammock? That sounds like the most joyful thing I've ever heard.
Send it to all of us, please.
It's unbelievable. It's so good.
Good. That sounds like fun.
And put a smile on my face, on this reporter's
Well,
face.
you love pandas.
I do.
Have you seen the video? Is the new,
Yep.
let me tell you about this dream I had. God.
No.
I don't want to hear either of these.
Sometimes they're great.
Oh, you would love this birds if birds had arms.
Have you seen the Matthew Wilder thing where you're supposed to text?
Well, listen to you see how bored you are immediately?
You're supposed to text them. Last night I had the strangest dream. They just text the lyrics of "Break My Stride" by Matthew Wilder and see what their significant other, how they respond.
This is awful. This is a combination of dream and social media.
Hey, you want to hear about my dream last night?
Yeah.
I dreamt I was slow dancing with Jimmy Pardo. What the hell is that about? And you know what I said?
Were you
This is
grinding?
No, I said, this is the first time I've ever slow danced with someone my size.
Poor Jimmy. Can't catch a break. Who was leading, by the way?
Oh, I was, of course.
Of course, I just assumed.
Yes, of course.
Coming up, we have what, Christy?
Well, we have a volcano that has erupted in Italy that you're going to be surprised by the name of. We also have Italian police and coffee beans in the same story.
Oh.
And a lady who got escorted out of a Verizon store and decided to urinate. Okay, let's...
Oh,
jeez.
Really?
Really?
That right?
Thank you, ma'am.
Can you smell this now?
All that's coming up. Jess Hooker's going to be joining us. Reno Collier joining us a little bit later. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hey, everybody. If you missed today's show, we'll have a replay for you all day. That's right. 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's Bob and Tom's all-day replay, hosted by Christopher. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll replay today's show back to back to back to back, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The renewed surge of coronavirus cases has Congress considering what to do next. The top Republicans in Congress are expected to meet today with President Donald Trump on the next COVID-19 aid package. The administration is stiffening its opposition to more testing money and interjecting other priorities that could complicate quick passage. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is prepared to roll out the $1 trillion package in a matter of days. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has already passed a sweeping $3 trillion measure from Democrats. Organizers of a national workers' strike say tens of thousands are set to walk off the job this morning in more than 24 U.S. cities to protest systematic racism and economic inequality that has only worsened during the coronavirus pandemic. Dubbed the Strike for Black Lives, essential workers such as nursing home employees, janitors, and delivery men and women will join fast food, rideshare, and airport workers in events targeting corporations and government leaders. Major actions are expected in New York City, Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Louis, and Los Angeles. And a United Arab Emirates spacecraft has rocketed away on a 7-month journey to Mars. The Amal, or Hope, orbiter is the Arab world's first interplanetary mission. The UAE built and launched the craft in partnership with U.S. universities in Japan. It lifted off under a blue sky from a southern Japanese island this morning. Later, Mitsubishi said the probe has separated from the rocket and is now on its solo journey. The UAE said it was sending back signals that would be analyzed later. China and the United States plan to send their own spacecraft to Mars in the next few days. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Anybody else notice it should be state fair time across the continental United States? Missing out on all my tractor pulls and demolition derbies. Good Lord. I ain't never seen so many overweight heifers in my life. And those are just the chicks on the scrambler. Swear to God. And my bass player Boner's favorite thing to do at the fair is hang out right under the swinging chairs.
Yeah.
He likes upskirting chicks when they go flying by. You'd be amazed how many jackpots you get now the chicks are wearing rompers around.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We met at the convenience store. She had been there for a while. She had a great big bottom. It was blocking the candy aisle. I asked her if she'd like to go and grab a bite to eat. We climbed into my pickup truck, and she took up most of the seat. She wore a Molly Hatchet t-shirt, had tattoos underneath. She had a huge beer belly and some of her front teeth. I leaned over and kissed her. She told me not to stop. I knew one thing for certain as I felt her climb on top. She had a crush on me. She had a crush on me. I can't breathe. I barely weighed 100 pounds. She weighed close to 3. And now my pelvis ain't where it used to be. She had a crush. She had a crush. A crush on me. Sorry about the finger, baby. I didn't know it was your armpit. Wait, don't stop. I know I'm in there somewhere. I swear to God I am. That night I took her home with me. She stayed about a week. I did her on my water bed till it sprang a leak. That girl had quite an appetite. She ate like a Marine.
8 o'clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Variable cloudiness today. Warm. Look for a high of 88. And then tonight we have partly cloudy to cloudy skies. Low 68. Pretty much the same forecast for tomorrow, but maybe a thunderstorm. High of 86. Currently 72 degrees.
That's why you want to know my buddy Jeff Chapman at ChapmanHeating.com.
Chappy pants.
It's Chapman Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, but they didn't go with that with the .com because it would be a little cumbersome. So they went with ChapmanHeating.com. You want to get that air conditioner tweaked, get those filters changed, tweak it, and get everything in shape. Jeff Chapman is the guy who wears the dad shorts. We've seen them, the high socks.
Yep.
The sandals with socks. Yeah.
Hairless shins.
Yeah, it's not a good look. But that's because
frightening.
Jeff is busy making sure that you don't get too hot this summer. So with the ever-changing weather, you got to be ready for anything, and your cooling system needs to be in shape. And it was so hot this weekend. It's only going to get hotter. That's how it works here. So check it out by visiting with my friend Jeff Chapman. ChapmanHeating.com. Get your AC all tweaked. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us. In the big room, it's Ace Cosby, Chick McGee. This is Tom speaking in the all-new IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. It's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
On the brand-new big screen, we have installed a screen. It's the size of one at a drive-in theater.
Right.
It's right here in the room so we can see everybody from elsewhere. And we'll go clockwise, starting with Christy Lee in the upper left. She is through the glass in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Next over, we have Willie G. in...
Looks like he's given a Senate deposition.
In the hot box. There we go. And then we have Jess Hooker from her home.
Hi, Jess.
What do you call your
Good
house?
morning.
Do you have a nickname for it? The hot house?
I call it something specific, so I'm not going to say it on the air right now.
Okay.
Um,
I'm guessing
it's your address.
I'm guessing, it's probably not Boneyard, but thank you, Josh.
Oh, okay.
And then Pat Godwin is in the next building over. We're watching them all on video to keep socially distanced. Thank you very much. Now,
And you notice Jess got dried off.
Oh, yeah, we had heard that you had quite a situation with a storm.
you have a new Jeep, and it has the removable hardtop, and you didn't have the canvas top.
I didn't. No, yeah, I'm going to order that soft top this morning, actually.
Did you try to find a bridge to drive under?
No, I was actually at a friend's house recording a podcast, and I heard the rain start and the thunder, and I thought, well, either I run out there and get drenched, or we just let the Jeep get wet. And it was about 2 or 3 inches of water in the floorboard just sitting when I got out there. Yeah.
So did you have to rock it out?
You had to tip it, yeah.
Yeah, you know what to do.
You can just lean it up and shake the water out of it. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I thought. I thought, well, if the 3 of us just tip it over, maybe it'll run out. But apparently, a lot of people were helpful, and there's a plug in the floorboard that I pull out. I didn't know that, so I just started using the leaf blower and tried to blow it out.
That's a good idea.
I wondered if there were a plug that would make sense.
There is.
like a
there
cooler,
is.
just at the bottom.
Sure.
Right.
Cool.
Right. Yeah.
They have those on the back of a boat. So you take the plug and hit the gas, and the water flies.
Bilge.
You can they do have hand bilge pumps. They look like air pumps for bicycles. That would
Boy,
be
those
handy
Jeep people thought of everything, didn't they?
Of course.
Yeah,
They sure did, yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Congratulations on the new Jeep.
So no permanent damage. Good.
No, everything's fine.
Okay.
Why didn't you ask your friend to take their car and put it in the driveway, and then you could put your Jeep in their garage?
They're actually not friends. They're strangers. They just invited me on their podcast. There was a lot going on yesterday that I probably shouldn't have been doing. So
This could have.
Wow, that sounds like a swingers party is what it sounds like. A lot of stuff I was doing.
All right, just put your keys in the bowl.
That's right. And pull up a microphone.
Put your car in
not
Bryce.
that microphone.
So what do you call it? The Pooncast. Let's move on.
Put your keys.
Now, Christy.
Tom?
There may or may not be a cake in the refrigerator on of your birthday. And
Your cake lady make this?
There's a box.
Yes, it's from the cake lady.
Okay.
So we'll be getting that out shortly because it was Christy's birthday on Friday. And
Thank you for the lovely flowers, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. And you missed a little something that Pat Godwin came up with a special song we'd like to. Yeah, specifically written for Jess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Was it on piano or was it on guitar? I forget.
It was on guitar.
Oh, Godwin is good on piano.
I heard he sucks on organ, though.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Keep talking.
Anything?
You do that
Anything
joke.
else?
Do that joke one more time, you get a free sandwich.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
That's the first time we got it on the air.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not?
No. No. So, Pat, do you want to explain to Christy?
I feel worthless.
Explain to Christy that your song written exclusively for Jess Hooker?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I have to get my capo. Put it
Okay.
on the guitar.
Good Lord, don't
Can
get
you not
undressed. Just do
talk
the
and-
song.
Capo at the same time?
All right, here we go. Christy,
Yes.
you're very sweet, but something that...
Wow, this is starting off bad.
Sweet.
Boy, does he have a way with words with the ladies.
Man, he
Can I try
really-
again?
Hey, Christy, as a lesser being,
what Jess brings to the program is she's just she cheers people up in an odd way, a very nice way.
God, you keep going.
She will let me have Dion Mudbone explain.
Okay.
Yeah,
bring Dion.
All right, here we go. Are we in the proper tuning? Yes, we are. This is a song where in the morning she'll give me a little tickle to kind of just cheer me up. Here we go.
How about that?
Got a friend. Her name is Jeff.
All right.
Jeez.
Hey,
Is her name
Dion,
Jeff?
Can we get Pat back?
I have rewritten this thing 3
Ladies
times.
and gentlemen, that was the fastest mistake in the history of this show.
I was not prepared
Jess.
to do this in my. Let's bring
You
Dion
mean after we
back.
talked about it for 10 minutes, an hour ago?
Shut up! I'm trying to save myself. Got a friend, her name is Jess. She tickles my tummy, tickles my chest. Oh, she cheers me up like no other friend could. Oh, when Jess tickles, Christy, my Jess tickles feel good. Oh, here she come to that door. Jess tickles me hard, pins me to the floor. She makes my stomach red. Maybe someday I'll learn. Oh, Christy, I may be laughing, but my Jess tickles burn. Oh, she puts those icy fingers right down my britches, lets her hair fall on my face, and Christy, I'm in stitches. Oh, she breaks me out of my funk like no other friend could. I got frozen Jazz tickles, hairy Jazz tickles. Oh, well, Jazz tickles, my Jess tickles feel. Well, that was a train wreck. Thank you very much.
Good, yeah.
Gesticle. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you very much. Dion.
Redbone.
Bonehome.
Bonehome. I think it is Dion Bonehome. Okay, thank you very much. Christy Lee is at her post once again, the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. What's going on over there?
Italy's Stromboli volcano has erupted. The sudden explosion.
Whoa.
Well, this sounds delicious.
The volcano full of Stromboli?
Yes.
Holy hell.
That sounds like something they'd have at a restaurant.
Oh, yes.
And of course, most people just get the Stromboli volcano.
Heck yeah.
Hey, I'm Sal. Come on down and have a Stromboli from our volcano of Stromboli.
The sudden explosion reportedly occurred without warning early Sunday. Francesco Utano told Volcano.
Why did they say
Volcano
that?
Discovery.
It erupted without warning.
Yeah, it's a volcano. That's what they do.
It's
Yeah.
going to erupt
They're
without
not going to
warning.
call you ahead of time.
The volcano told us for an hour and a half it was going to erupt. You never hear that?
I don't want to walk up that tomorrow. It's going to erupt.
Yeah.
Do you guys know where this is? What's it called again? The Stromboli volcano?
Yes.
You know where it is, right? No, it's right by the Marinara Trench.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a sniper.
And if there's
Lays
not,
in the weeds.
if there's not a restroout out there that has a marinara trench for you to dip everything into, what are we doing on this planet?
Josh, let's
Just
go
a
grab some.
big ladle.
Francesco Utano said she was awakened by the rumbling of the double eruption and witnessed a tall ash plume.
Oh.
According to the site, geophysical data indicates the eruption, which lasted 4 minutes, was about 10 times stronger than the average size of explosions at the volcano.
How about that?
The area was showered with so-called lava bombs.
Oh,
That can't be good.
Whoa. Lava,
I had one this morning.
bad. Bomb, bad.
Yes.
Forbes
look, it's molten rock falling from the
yes.
sky.
Lava and debris fell around the slope known as the Sacara del Fuoco.
Oh, boy, that sounds like a move. Yeah, I gave her the old Sacara del Fuoco.
which people have been known to hike. I hope there were no hikers up there at the time.
Oh, man.
But there's a place called Stromboli.
Stromboli volcano, yeah.
I'm not aware of that.
What is Stromboli exactly? I've never had it.
It translates to Hot Pockets in English.
Oh, does
okay.
it?
It's
I thought it was,
Fuco.
I'm pretty sure it's like a big calzone that you cut up into smaller pieces and serve.
I
So
thought
it's
it
like
was kind of like a meatball sandwich or something. I don't know.
No.
I'm guessing it's served very hot.
Yeah,
Man, the Stromboli volcano.
lava hot.
We had great Stromboli at camp.
So what
did
was
you?
it exactly?
It was like kind of like a big kind of like a
Calzone
pizza
type
bake, and then it's cut into like small
Exactly,
pieces. That way, like a big group can eat it.
Oh, right on.
Dip it in some sauce, get some hot sauce in there, go loco.
It sounds delicious. Stromboli, Italy. Did not know.
Also, staying in Italy, police intercepted a shipment of coffee beans that had been individually packed with cocaine.
Oh,
that'll wake you up.
Yeah,
Man, this
wake
coffee's great. Don't you think this coffee's great? My God, this coffee's the best coffee I've ever had. I cannot imagine.
Police became suspicious of the package after spotting the name Santino de Antonio on the packets, the name of the fictional mafia boss in the John Wick movies. Authorities found.
So
amazing.
So the smugglers wanted to be witty?
Yeah, Santino de Antonio. Yeah.
Man, those John Wick movies are pretty
God, my
good.
kids like those a lot.
I love them.
But why would you do that if you're...
Yeah, why get any sort of giveaway?
I think they thought it was some sort of homage, some sort of goofy little kind of tricky thing.
Authorities
They got
found
too cute. Yep.
approximately 500 beans had each been cut open, crammed with drugs, and carefully taped back shut. Now, wait a minute.
That's a lot of effort.
It sure
500 beans or bags of beans?
No, beans.
Individual beans?
Yeah,
Right.
so it's got...
Cops were also tipped off when each bean was the size of a
I
Cadbury
was going to
egg.
say.
Yes. and had Scotch tape on it.
Coffee beans are so tiny.
No, there was brown tape on it.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Oh, they have pictures of it?
Yeah, no, there's pictures of it, and it's. I mean, the
It
thing
sounds
is,
like you were doing it,
Yeah,
Willie.
damn,
I
Willie.
wasn't doing it. I just wanted to, chick.
Okay, yeah.
No, the pictures. It's very small amounts of cocaine inside of coffee beans. It looks insane.
The beans had been sent
Oh, yeah,
from the
okay.
Median.
Yeah, you're right. You can't see the tape. But they...
I actually, Starbucks, I think, got a hold of some of this because I ordered a Venti 8-ball. And, it was quite,
Pat, you got a song about this?
I could do something real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, it's coffee beans stuffed in between with cocaine.
Kind of writes itself, doesn't it?
Yep.
Wait till you hear what comes next.
Okay.
If you go to Starbucks, you might get a hot steaming cup of cocaine. A tall high, a grande high, venti high. Everyone, cocaine.
How dare Eric Clapton write a pro-cocaine song? It's a real shame, I think, that he was...
You're an idiot. He didn't.
He's really irritated by people that think, oh, never mind.
Willie is right, though. Yeah, they look like just regular coffee beans. They look a little heavy, maybe.
Yeah?
I don't know what, but...
Must be tiny things of cocaine there. Little.
I think they were discovered by a drug-sniffing dog.
Tiny cocaine.
I'm taking that off your...
The cocaine-sniffing dog really did...
Yeah, they knew it because he went out and bought a Ferrari right after he took us.
That'll happen.
Very Miami Vice-ish.
Hey, you see a dog at a Ferrari dealership? Hey.
Hey, dude.
He just kept talking about his dad and saying he wanted to start a band. It was so weird.
But still, the cocaine-infused coffee, less of a pick-me-up than a Red Bull. Oddly enough, that stuff really is is infused with something.
I don't drink it, but it smells great.
Yeah, okay. Now, we have coming up, I think we have dogs, chipmunks, beetles, squirrels, and deer at least.
Yes.
Should we do the squirrel story? It's kind of depressing.
Right now?
Uh-oh,
Do
really?
we have time?
No, coming up.
Yeah.
I have baby squirrels in my backyard now. I've never seen baby squirrels. They're adorable.
Can you want to hear the headline of the story?
I also have hawks now in my backyard. That's weird.
Well,
eagles.
I've got good news and bad news. They found squirrels with bubonic plague.
Oh. Well,
fun.
Great. Are they eating them in Wuhan yet?
China.
We got a nice squirrel calzone for you and a stromboli when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, coming up after the Bob and Tom Show, it's Bob and Tom's Work Farce. All the fun without really that much effort. Ace Cosby's your host. Keep your smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what you're up to as you roll through this Monday, July 20th with us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Stay tuned. More of the show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. TV and film crews can work again in New York City in a limited version of New York State's fourth phase of reopening, which starts today. Governor Andrew Cuomo is also allowing New York City zoos to welcome reduced crowds and professional sports teams to play to empty seats. Visitors are set to return to the island that houses the Statue of Liberty, but not the statue itself, and malls, museums, and restaurant dining rooms will remain closed. The American Music Awards are still going to be held, but details still being worked out. The AMAs announced it will air November 22nd on ABC. Details about the show's production will be revealed closer to the date. And a little dog named Cleo, who disappeared from her home in Kansas earlier this month, turned up a few days later at her old home in Missouri, about 50 miles away. Colton Michael told the TV station KMBC this week that the 4-year-old lab retriever border collie mix showed up on his family's front porch in Lawson, Missouri. He says she was scared at first and wouldn't let anyone near her, but eventually gained her trust and had her checked for a microchip. It showed that she belonged to the family that had owned his home before he bought it nearly 2 years ago. The family amazed when they called with the good news. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Declaration of my feelings for you. Elaboration on those feelings. Description of how long these feelings have existed. Belief that no one else could feel the same as I. Reminiscence on the pleasant times we shared. And our relationship's perfection. Wow. Recounting of the steps that led to our love's dissolution, mostly involving my unfaithfulness and lies. Penitent admission of wrongdoing, discovery of the depth of my affection, regret over the lateness of my epiphany. Title of the song, naive expression of love, reluctance to accept that you are gone. Request to turn back time and rectify my wrongs. Repetition of the title of the song. Enumeration of my various transgressive actions of insufficient motivation. Realization that these actions led to your departure and my resultant lack of sleep and appetite. Renunciation of my past insensitive behavior. Promise of my reformation. Reassurance that you still are foremost in my thoughts now. Need for instructions how to gain your trust again. Request for reconciliation. Listing of the numerous tasks that I'd perform. A physical and emotional compensation. Title of the song, naive expression of love, reluctance to accept that you are gone. Request to turn back time, rectify my wrongs. Repetition, the title of the song. Acknowledgement that I acted foolishly. Increasingly desperate pleas for your return. Sorrow for my infidelity. The vain hope that my sins are forgivable. Appeal for one more opportunity. Drop to my knees to elicit a crowd response. Prayers to my chosen deity. Modulation, and I hold a high note. Naive expression of love, reluctance to.
There, 8:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. That reminds me of a
She's
story.
Christy Lee. She's got the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Mix of sun and clouds, mainly cloudy right now, high 88. Partly to mostly cloudy overnight, low 68. And then variable cloudiness with a pop-up thunderstorm possible on Tuesday, high of 86. 72 now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Be listening very carefully for your shot at some serious cash from Q95 coming up, so pay close attention. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here in the big room on this, the 20th of July, 2020.
2020.
Who's
National
in the room?
Lollipop Day and Ugly Truck Day.
How about that?
How about that?
I'd like an ugly truck.
Would you like
I've
an
always
ugly
kind of
truck?
wanted an ugly truck, too. Just
Yeah.
an old
Be
beat-up
left funnier
truck.
if we changed one letter in that.
Oh, I've had that. We'd have to
By
change-
definition, I think, Pat.
Change one letter and get rid of one.
Which one is the ugliest? Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Let me say on the air.
Yeah,
that'd be a
Where
great
was
idea.
I was trying to say in the big room. It's our engineer, Ace Cosby. Chick McGee's over there. This is Tom speaking. And in the all-new IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair, 'tis the season to just do something cool and get him or her something nice
Yeah.
from IHateStevenSinger.com.
Maybe a good job making it through 2020 so far.
Yeah.
Bauble.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's Willie G in the glass booth over there. Christy Lee in the glass booth over there called the Navy Federal Credit Union
Yes, sir.
Newsroom. And then let's see, over there's Patty G in the other building being piped in. And the brand new big screen, Jess, you haven't seen this. It's the size of a drive-in movie theater screen. It's the biggest television I've ever seen.
Install it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It is gigantic.
It's great. Good to see you all.
So you're in 4 quadrants.
Mm-hmm.
Can you all point to the left at the same time with your finger? See if that works. No, Christy went the wrong way. Okay, vice.
There.
Oh,
It's
no,
hard.
other way. There you go.
I'm waiting myself. Okay.
Okay, this is getting very strange and quite visual and boring. Sorry.
Wow.
We're just enamored with this new screen in here. So, could you grab that for me?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Deb O'Nair. And this is some other news. Well, researchers say that pigs are better. Thank you. Good night. Researchers say that pigs are better problem solvers than dogs. Both pigs and dogs socialize and interact with humans. But if a problem is presented to them, the dogs look to humans to solve it, while pigs try to solve it themselves. But pigs can't solve every problem. Just ask the exhibitors at this year's Westminster Bacon Show.
Couldn't figure out how to not be killed and sliced up.
Couldn't figure it out.
Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says the United States is facing a persistent shortage of coins due to the coronavirus pandemic.
I saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mnuchin told House lawmakers on Friday that the U.S. Mint is scrambling to address the issue as banks and businesses run out of change. And that is why I am taking all of my money out of the stock market and loading it into a Coinstar machine.
I think you're in a lose.
dummy.
Right.
$4. On an academic note, this will be an unusual back-to-school season when Rice University resumes its on-site classes in August. Students will be bringing their laptops and chairs into 9 large circus tents in order to manage social distancing during the COVID-19 pandemic.
All right.
When the students start to doze off, professors will let the lions loose. Okay, everyone, try not to get cotton candy on your midterm.
They're circus tents.
Yeah, not just the tent. They're bringing in everything.
They're bringing in the lions, clearly.
All right.
It'd be quite a shock for those brilliant students at Rice. It's one of the finest universities in the world.
That's right. A Southern California house made famous by outdoor shots in the first season of classic sitcom The Golden Girls is listed for sale for the first time with an asking price of a tad below $3 million. I finally understand why Blanche Devereaux needed so many roommates. One word of caution. There are rumors that the ghost of B. Arthur stands in the bedroom window wearing only her underwear.
Oh, boy, that's horrifying.
Terrifying.
Yes.
This is Dick Hitzwater, and this has been some other news. Who was I sitting for?
Deb O'Nair.
Deb O'Nair.
Deb Boutant.
Long ago, I forgot.
That would be much funnier. We'll add that next time.
How little do we know. Okay, bye.
Bye. That's the second record today we've had for the fastest screw up.
Yeah, right?
I thought I had the
opening line.
Wow.
Pat's working on a new song called I Don't Know This Song. Well, very, very good. Now we have Christy Lee, of course, through the glass over there.
Yes.
What have we missed in the world of news today?
Well, we're dealing with a new plague, believe it or not, but what about a vintage one as well? A squirrel in Colorado has tested positive for the bubonic plague.
Squirrel?
The squirrel?
It's like a mix of a tree and a...
Yeah.
Those really old
It's a big squirrel.
Yeah, that's it.
The squirrel?
Redwood tail.
Sequoia.
According to health officials, the squirrel is the first case of plague in the town of Morrison, about 17 miles southwest of Denver.
This is the town.
Good night, my friend.
A beautiful town.
Public health officials wrote, plague is an infectious disease caused by the bacteria Yersinia pestis and can be contracted by humans and household animals, so keep away from the squirrels. Apparently.
How can you get it?
I don't know. Let them, I guess they bite you?
Oh.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a dying rat out of my hat.
Oh.
That trick never worked.
That's
time for sure.
You don't want to hear another plague going on right now. Wasn't one enough?
My goodness.
Yeah, competing
on.
plagues. At least something the gamblers can bet on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which one's going to get Steve? Bubonic or COVID?
I got COVID in the points.
Did anybody have train?
Can you survive bubonic plague? I don't know. Is it curable?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
Oh.
we nobody has it.
Primarily,
No.
it's ladies
They're-
with large boobs.
Bubonic.
Yeah, that's the name.
Bubonic.
Right. Yeah, what about?
Yeah,
Don't
we're
get me
adults.
started on.
Do it.
I know where you're going, Josh. Go for it.
Do it.
Come on. We're here for you.
You mean Platonic?
Vagisonic? What do you got over there, buddy?
It was Titanic, but
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
good.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Okay, solid joke. It would have
Thank
been
you,
much
yeah.
better if you delivered it.
Oh, really?
A little careful.
Yeah, I
Police
don't know how
and-
he gets on the air. Okay.
Police in Ohio have rescued an owl from a soccer net. Police in Ohio.
You didn't get it?
You didn't get the joke.
Who?
It's an owl.
I got it, Pat.
Wait for her to get the word owl out before you throw out the who joke.
Okay, what?
Police
Okay.
in Ohio rescued an owl from a soccer net. According to Westlake Police, they received a call about the trapped owl on Monday. Animal Control Officer Jim Wang.
What's the last sentence?
Animal Control Officer Jim Wang
Who?
freed the bird and took it to the Lake Erie Nature Center for an evaluation.
I applaud that guy, whatever he's doing, to grow up with a name like that. Holy
His
heck.
brother Dick Wang.
Wow.
Boy, he got beaten up at school every day.
Well, his sister Anita didn't fare any better.
Photos show the owl.
Ivana, Anita, and Suki.
Yeah, that was
really had
She lived with them. She was their Japanese
never went to the playground
foreign
ever.
student.
Photos show the owl looking rather alarmed, but Officer Wang said it appeared to be unharmed.
Well,
So it's
owls
stuck in
well.
a soccer-
Owls well that ends well.
It's stuck in a soccer net, you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you heard about the owl that got stuck on a baseball field?
On a baseball field.
Yeah, the old
Oh.
joke about it. Who was on first?
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, sorry, we helped.
Oh, you got the vacuum. You got the vacuum.
Who?
Play the wind sound effect there.
That's right. We got to get some wind.
This feels like bullying. Oh, now the fans on. Watch out, Willie! Joke's so bad. Turn the fans on.
This feels like bullying, he said.
It is bullying.
There's a picture of this guy, and he's
Here's a guy.
that'd be such a cool job.
What, to get owls?
No, to be he's on the west. What is it? Westlake,
Westlake
Ohio.
Police.
You know how you go
Police.
down the rabbit hole on the internet? I went down owl videos, and there's this owl expert online. Evidently, owls are one of the stupidest creatures in the world.
I don't believe
yes, the wise old owl is actually sarcastic. That's what this lady said, who's an owl expert.
You know, they sleep on their bellies. Like they don't sleep in a tree. They just fall on the ground and they sleep on their bellies.
Yeah,
what I do.
They're like me when I'm drunk. I just fall down on the floor.
I just sleep wherever I lay.
Just let them lay there. And they've got owls have really long legs.
Yeah, they do.
They have
you just
crazy
don't
long
see them
legs.
because they have all that.
I got one
feather.
living right behind my house. We hear them all the time.
Who?
And then
Bringing your friend.
you can see why they say who. Oh, Joe, hang on, Josh. Hang on. Get the fan. Get the fan ready. The telegraph just came in. Joke coming. It sounds like it's not well thought out.
The way you said it was just, you were like, oh, man, we got some owls living behind us and bringing the property value down.
Get the air back into the room.
Suck it out.
I saw a blonde owl in the parking lot.
Is that right?
Blonde owl.
Yeah, it didn't say who. It said what?
There you go. Oh, see, blonde, real dumb.
Yeah, thanks, Ace.
Real dumb.
Yeah.
So they show Officer Wang.
Uh-huh.
Man, oh man, bless his heart.
And he's holding the owl. He's got one of those big gloves on. So he freed the owl from the soccer net.
Okay, good.
In the video, it shows him then kicking it down the field.
Oh,
A little rough. He was in the soccer goal.
Sure.
Okay, sorry. No, he doesn't do that. But wouldn't that be a weird job? I mean, this guy gets calls all the time for various animals.
I want to see an owl fall down to sleep. I really do.
I'm sure you can find videos of it on
Christy,
the internet.
this actually is Italian. I hadn't thought of this. Did you see the article about the deer that was swimming out in the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
They had to go get it?
Yeah, Florida police captured no, that's a different one. Police in New Jersey rescued a deer that got stranded in the ocean. According to the Long Branch Police Department, the deer was spotted in the water near Rooney's Oceanfront restaurant.
Rooney.
You know how they found the deer? A truck almost hit it in the water.
How about that?
Police officers, animal control officers, Long Branch Beach Rescue members, and lifeguards all coordinated to safely get the deer ashore. Police said that despite the ordeal, the animal was not harmed. Apparently, deers are pretty decent swimmers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw one water skiing once.
Wait a second. Sure you did.
They do the buck stroke, don't they?
No.
Water skiing.
No, true story.
Yeah, really?
Yes, I was water skiing in Little Traverse Bay.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Lake
wait,
Michigan.
you saw one while
You saw
were
one while water skiing.
Not
You know
a
what you
deer
did.
that was
You know exactly what you did.
You said
What he was doing in my pajamas, I have no idea.
water skiing.
You said I saw one water skiing.
Yes.
That's
you said.
what happened to this show?
The deer wasn't water skiing. I was water skiing. And I'll tell you what, it was terrifying.
I bet.
I'm going out over the wake. What's that up ahead? Is that some kind of weird stuff? Oh, my God, it's a living deer.
What?
Yeah, they do it all the time.
Why did it scare you?
Well, it's in the water.
Well,
Because
you don't
I was in
expect to see a
I'd be
steer.
water skiing a mile offshore.
Got a nice rack on it.
And they,
Were you able to save it?
I don't know if it swam to shore or not. We didn't try to. What do you
And
do?
try
What do
to
you do?
lead him to shore?
Heave a line on it and tow it in.
Yeah.
The DNR guy told me that sometimes in that area the deer see the lights across the way in Charlevoix and they just go for it. And sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't.
One of these days I'm going to be in Charlevoix. Stop laughing at me. I mean it.
You keep dreaming, honey.
So they spotted this deer at some restaurant. What was it called?
Rooney's Oceanfront Restaurant.
Okay.
Right there in the ocean.
That's kind of cool. Does it say if it was a boy deer or a girl deer?
No, it doesn't. Doesn't matter.
Doe, a deer, out past the pier.
Keep going.
I've been biting my tongue because I didn't want to bomb again, and then you do that joke.
Are we just rhyming things now? I thought we were trying to joke around.
I had a rhyme
You know,
joke. When
hey,
Christy
yeah,
said you don't tow the deer, and I almost said, oh, you don't want to tow a doe. And I didn't do it because it's not funny. And look at me now. Turn the fan on, chick. Turn the fan on.
Hey, Pat, don't you have your tuna song?
My tuna song.
What does that have to do with nothing? What do you...
Yeah, we're not talking about tuna.
No,
Tuna
because
live in the
We're talking about deers.
You've never seen that canned tuna? They call it venison of the sea.
Not even the. I mean,
That's not even...
That's barely referential. I don't.
Everyone that I can see are holding their head.
No.
Everybody was holding their head at the same
Trying to
time.
give Pat something to.
Can we all
That's
start?
a Dean song. And
Let's all start trying, shall we? Should we put in a little effort?
Gotta tow the deer ashore. Hallelujah.
You know, Christy,
got him figured it out.
There may be a joke here. Let me think.
There's no way.
Probably isn't.
Yes, I got it. I think I've got it. Yes, the deer was wearing an eye patch.
It was.
Yeah. They called him Captain Hoof.
You know, Chick, who knew that buckstroke would be the pinnacle of this?
Buckstroke was the funniest thing we had, and I did it.
Now, would it be legal to shoot it from the boat?
No.
Is that international waters? Is that the joke?
I don't know. No, is it the hunting season? No, it's not right now, but wow.
I am the Captain Deer now.
Look at me.
We've lost our minds.
Yes, we have.
So they rescued the deer, which is a nice thing.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
Boy, I mean, wouldn't that attract the sharks? The deer got kind of lucky.
Yes,
How
it
long can a
would. I
deer
just
swim?
watched a bunch about that yesterday.
Wow.
Shark Fest. Yeah.
Well, it would be awfully crunchy for the shark. I mean, between the...
No, seriously, apparently in Hawaii, when they have these flash floods, they wash some of these farm animals right into the ocean, and it attracts deer. I mean, the
Sharks
sharks.
just love it.
They
Wow.
love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say to your buddies, though, hey, be careful eating one of those things, Lloyd. I got a giant set of horns stuck in my belly.
Right.
Do they chew around the horns?
I would think so.
Well, of course.
Yeah. They might get...
I don't know if you've seen a great white eat, but they can pretty much munch where they want.
Really?
They don't. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in the movie, they had license plates and stuff in the car, in the belly.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a great scene.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. We have a clip here of the singing owls, I believe. Here we go.
Yeah, there they were.
Man, it just keeps on coming, doesn't it?
With production.
Okay. That's just silly.
The bar has now become rebar because it's under our feet. That's how low.
Below the bar.
Okay, so we have saved owl. Coming up, we have iguanas, dogs,
Kangaroos.
Good dog story, and a camera mounted
Camera.
Camera.
What is a camera?
A camera from Cameroon.
What are you trying to say?
A camera.
a camera mounted on
On
a very small animal.
Yeah.
Very small animal, which is kind of fascinating.
Like what?
Right now, you know what I'd like to do?
What would you like to do?
Put on some headphones and just chill.
Listen to some jazz?
Be by myself in a room full of people with Raycon earbuds.
Raycons are the best. They're about half the price of other premium wireless earbuds. Who knows more about it than Chick McGee? No one.
The newest model, the E25. I did the legwork for you. I went out and searched the world over, and I found the E25.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wireless earbuds are so comfortable, perfect for on-the-go listening, taking phone calls, getting away from the family, but sitting right there in front of them. 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing. Listen
That's
to
the
me.
best. They pair in seconds.
Super easy Bluetooth pairing, and unlike some of your other wireless options, Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet. They come in a bunch of colors, too. And no dangling wires or stems. Celebrities like my buddy Snoop Dogg, we're obsessed with Raycons. And now's the time to see what the hype is all about. And, of course, we have a deal for you. Get 15% off your order at buyraycon.com/Tom. And voila, 15% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tom for 15% off Raycon wireless earbuds. They are the best.
TOM or THOM like Tom York from Radiohead?
TOM.
Okay, just trying to help.
That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
You go with DIICK or DHICK.
Who?
It's buyraycon.com/Tom, spelled like an American.
TOM, yeah.
Thank you very much. Coming up once again, we have more exciting animals in the news.
All right.
And we have to get Christy's birthday cake out.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a big surprise coming up. This
All
is
right.
the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom.
Will you look at those? My goodness. What a day and what a time for you to be a Bob and Tom VIP member. My goodness, you're a fan of the show. You could be experiencing it like this all the time. I mean, go to bobandtom.com, check out the VIP experience. Here's what you get. The full discography. You know they have hilarious CDs. You get exclusive podcasts,
24/7 access to Bob and Tom video and audio. Are you kidding me with this? My gosh, join the VIP experience and live a little, huh? Oh my goodness, that's terrific. These steaks are about ready, and I'd say dinner is about to be served, huh?
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. I can't sleep. I have to say this all night long.
Hey, I know I mentioned it earlier today, but it's worth mentioning again. Every dollar spent at bobandtomstore.com for the foreseeable future goes directly to Feeding America. We're trying to help those folks out as best we can. You can donate directly to Feeding America if you'd like to help out without going to the Bob and Tom store and buying a hat, a shirt, or a sweatshirt. But if you have a Bob and Tom fan in your life, why not take advantage of it? You can buy a Bob and Tom store hat, Bob and Tom show hat, I should say, and feel good about yourself. Everything goes directly to Feeding America. Buy now and buy often. More of the show coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. John Rahm will move to the top of the world golf rankings after a convincing victory at the Memorial in Dublin, Ohio. Rahm closed with a 3 over 75 for a 9-under total, 3 strokes ahead of second-round co-leader Ryan Palmer at Muirfield Village. Jack Nicholson announced yesterday he's recovering from a health scare. The golf legend revealed during the CBS telecast of the Memorial yesterday. He and his wife tested positive for the virus at the onset of the pandemic. He said his wife had no COVID-19 symptoms but tested positive, while Nicholas had a sore throat and a cough. Nicholas said they were home in North Palm Beach, Florida from March 13th until he says we were done with it on about April 20th. And Richard Childress Racing had a successful day at Texas Motor Speedway. Austin Dillon stayed in front after a restart with 2 laps to go and beat rookie Tyler Reddick to the checkered flag. That gave Childress a 1-2 NASCAR Cup finish and a big show for spectators that were spread out in the stands in Fort Worth. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
We all do stuff for the farmers. Daylight savings time, for instance. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, we do that so the farmers can have a couple extra hours of daylight to plant stuff in the summer, and that's fine, you know, but you better be using it. I mean, I'm driving by some of these farms this summer, and if it's light out and they're not out there, I'm knocking on some doors. Hey, we weren't all sad for 6 months. You guys could sit inside and watch hee-haw. You get out there and you farm something.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Coming this summer to Bob and Tom Television.
99,817,436,000.
Man, that chick, check her out. She's totally hot. What's she doing?
She's counting the grains of sand on the beach. She does it every day.
Whoa.
They're young, they're attractive, and they're suffering from an anxiety disorder. If you like the OC, you'll really love the new show from Bob and Tom Productions, The OCD. Sure, the OC is set in sexy Orange County, California, but the OCD features beautiful guys and girls with obsessive-compulsive disorders. It's hotter than hot.
Are you going to plot the angles between my freckles all night, or do you want to make love?
Yeah, I want to make love. But before I do, I need to touch every light switch in the house twice and alphabetize your bookcase and your CD collection.
Oh, that is so hot. And while you're doing that, I'm going to triple check to see if I left the iron on and lock the door 87 times.
Don't miss the OCD, coming to Bob and Tom TV this summer. The OCD, immediately following the ADD team.
I pity the fool that tries to stay focused for more than 10 minutes. Hey, looky over there, it's a gold chain.
Plus, watch Bob and Tom starring in Germaphobe Fear Factor.
Okay, Tom, all you have to do is touch that doorknob and you win $50,000.
No, Bob. I can't do that. Not without sanitizing gel and a Lysol sterile towelette handy.
The OCD, the ADD team, and Germaphobe Fear Factor. This summer on Bob and Tom Television. The OCD is on.
Hey, 8:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hope you were listening. Christy has a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by the CarX Man. Mix of sun and clouds today, high 88. Variable cloudiness tomorrow, maybe a thunderstorm, 86. 72 right now.
Thank you, Christy Lee. Keep listening to Q95 for your shot at some serious cash.
What the hell are you saying?
Hello, welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show, the big room. Jake McGee's over there. Ace Cosby is our engineer. This is Tom speaking. Josh Arnold is astride the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Yes, indeed.
He's seated in it. He's not
Yes, of course.
astride.
Stop straddling the chair, Josh, and sit.
But it feels good this way.
Wait a minute. Are you saying he doesn't fit in the chair? Is that what you're saying?
I was suggesting he was straddling it.
I'm too fat for the furniture now?
Evidently.
I didn't say that.
I think you did.
I was implying that he was hovering above the chair, ready to make his move. Take this seat.
Take this seat. Is what he
It's punishment for you to sit down. The chair's punished.
I'm sorry. Christy Lee is right over there in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. On the big screen, we have Jess Hooker, Willie G., Christy Lee, and Patty G. They're all up there. We've got a gigantic screen in our room now. It's hilarious. It is the biggest television I've ever seen. And of course, these days that probably goes for like what, $100?
Oh yeah, $295, and you get a free Apple TV subscription and all sorts.
The size of a wall. Good to see you guys. Yeah. Now we've concluded our discussion about what were we talking about? The owl and the deer. The deer was rescued.
The owl and the pussycat.
Now, don't you have an owl tribute, Pat?
A friend of mine, Frank Sinatra, that's who I am now. He loves birds.
That's who I am now.
That's how he said, here's who I am now.
I don't even bother introducing people anymore.
He's so scared to not set it up right and hear from Tom.
You can still do that, though. You can't be above several other people anymore.
He's absolutely terrified.
We all are.
But don't let it affect you. This is who I am now.
This is who I am now.
Listen, since Pat can't be there, but Frank Sinatra is there. Frank, what's going on over there? Are you a big fan of owls?
I love all kinds of birds, Tom.
Oh, who knew?
I like the big birds too, and I tried keeping like the hawks and the eagles.
Oh, sure, the birds of prey. Yeah.
We raised eaglets in captivity, and I had them all in. Well, let me sing about it,
please.
Eaglets. I've had a few. And a cockatoo. Tom, they needed attention. So what did I do? I put them in a doobie zoo. But they didn't like that form of detention. They want to live a life that's full and crap on cars on the highway. So I opened up their cages and let them fly away.
All right.
There's Nice.
I'm not Frank Sinatra anymore. Just so everybody knows.
He's a good friend of mine. In fact, I'm him now. And,
He's not Frank Sinatra. He's Frank Caliendo with those impressions.
Very nice.
That's how
Very
you do
nice,
it.
Pat. You hit the notes. Very
yeah,
good.
you really do.
What a weird show, huh? What a weird show.
I hope someone's liking it.
Yeah, right?
Okay, well.
That'd be nice. Nice to hear from people if they're liking it. Man. Boy.
So, how about the baby squirrels, huh?
Yeah, they're cute. I had not seen baby squirrels, and now that they're all over my backyard. So,
Do you feed them?
No, they they find their
They're
own
good
things.
eating, though, man.
But I really am nervous.
Small nuts.
These nuts.
Yes, they eat small nuts.
Thank you. Oh, no. Did they have small nuts?
We don't know if they're baby boy squirrels or baby girl squirrels.
I haven't examined them.
No idea what that means.
But isn't your neighbor feeding them? Isn't Jessica feeding the squirrels in her
she
yard?
is.
Yeah.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, so they might...
She cares for the mother, and she cared for the first litter that they had in the spring, and now she's getting ready to have another. Jessica is really
I'm probably
invested in
seeing this first litter.
You might
Does
be.
she realize that a squirrel is nothing more than a rat?
I like them.
Does she know this?
I like squirrels,
Well,
too.
yeah, she's just a really nice person.
I think it's because they have furry tails and they're kind of fun.
Sure. I like them, too.
I mean, when you're a kid, you've got Chip and Dale. They're kind of fun.
Right. I
They've
love
got cool voices. You never see rats that you like.
Do you ever know?
Remember, what was it? Iggy Rat and Zippy Brother. What was that called?
What?
I don't know what that was.
Wow, you lost me.
Fenster?
I liked Pendleton from Charlotte's Web. It was the great Paul Lynde, of course. There we have Paul Lynde here.
Oh, Paul Lynde
Tom,
is
if you could play Peter Marshall for me and ask me why motorcyclists wear leather, why do motorcyclists?
Okay, I think I know where you're going
Paul
with this.
Lynde now.
Hi, I'm Peter. I'm Peter Marshall, and welcome to Hollywood Squares. And of course, in the center square, we have the great Paul Lynde.
Hello.
Paul, why do motorcyclists wear leather?
Because chiffon wrinkles so easy.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Man, I had no idea he was a gay.
I had
Back
no
then,
idea
people,
either.
Paul Lynde would say that, and people go, "Oh, what a ladies' man."
Yes.
He
He's so
can
in touch
really
with his feminine
Yeah.
side.
chat him up, man. Yeah.
It's the ascot. That was the giveaway in the 70s.
He's great in Bye Bye Birdie, though, as a dad.
Oh, yeah.
Try to watch that and not turn it off immediately. Go ahead.
Kids.
And Margaret, oh, she's amazing. Got a letter.
Okay.
Maria.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, I'm contracted with the gas company. I was listening to your show on my Raycon earbuds while working today.
Oh, nice.
I had tears laughing at the owl jokes.
So Raycon. So our show is 10% funnier in Raycon.
Yes, the neighbor saw me, asked if I'm working with laughing gas today. Thank you for that letter. I appreciate it.
So somebody is enjoying this chick. See?
Good.
Well, let's try another animal. We got. Did I give you the iguana story?
Yes.
This is a weird story.
You want to read it?
I want to go home.
We're off to a great start.
You want to go home, or are you going to?
Some will go to great lengths and heights to get a good tan. A stray iguana was found sunbathing on the roof of a home in Colorado. Westminster police shared photos of the reptile peering down from its perch in their Facebook post that thanked the Westminster Fire Department, as well as a helpful citizen named William, who had his roofing gear and was able to help them get the iguana down. Once the iguana had been safely removed from the residence roof, it was taken to Foothills Animal Shelter. Are iguanas native to Colorado?
No.
That's why this was a surprise.
Oh.
I think we can all sing the great song from the band Foreigner. I want to know what love is.
You can sing that one by yourself.
I want you to show me.
Willie, you were adopted.
I wanna know what love is.
Oh my God.
You queued that up.
Wow.
Now, wait a minute. Be honest. During the last commercial break, you ran over to Dean and said, "Dino, put this on my button bar," didn't you? So you could punch that up this time. You thought, man, this is gonna kill.
I need it to start right when he says, "I want to know what love is."
I probably should have given myself a little bit of a count in.
Did Dino do something like, really? Okay, something like that?
So you just got to go right away. You got to go with the one. You got to go iguana. No.
Yeah.
Well, you got to turn it up.
We can do this.
Tom,
We can
you
do
changed the
this.
key.
We do get a bit of music first.
Okay, I'll go 3, 2, 1, and then
No, you
we
don't say
breathe
the
and go.
one.
Ready?
Yeah.
You don't say the
3, 2, 1. Iguana. Know what love is.
Pat hit it. I was going to say you to transpose that down about 3 steps. It's a little high.
Real awkward.
Can you do it, Pat?
Yeah, Godwin did nail
Okay,
it.
Pat, I'll give you the countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Nobody's better than me. Nobody's better than me. All I do, I eat.
Jerking it.
This is a mess.
Hamburger.
Okay.
We'll be
Joe, I
back.
wonder where you dressed up for Halloween? Like a hamburger on to deliver mail or something. What's up with you?
I'm sorry.
Take an order of fries, I
You're
won't
overweight.
you?
That's your problem. He said, you're overweight. That's your problem.
You don't think I'm funny?
So we got an iguana on the roof, huh?
Yeah, we did. It's down now.
Okay.
You gotta do James Taylor now.
No. I'm sorry.
no.
What do we have coming up?
Wait a minute. We're getting an update on Dean and the wanna know what love is.
Yeah.
He says, true story, Tom texted me yesterday to set up the foreigner. We want to know what love is. Is that right?
You're insane.
You are out of your mind.
You are a
Took a
madman.
break from his family
Yeah.
on a Sunday afternoon.
Did that, and well, we're not going to get one much better than that.
Chick, it was this. It was text Dean saying queue up.
Cue up foreigners. I want to know what love is.
Oh,
Good.
that's so funny.
Oh, boy.
So true and so
I just can't get that. Iguana know what
Yeah, that's
love
high.
is.
That's really high.
That's a high note.
Yeah, no.
I'm surprised they haven't sold that to like an iguana farm.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
are you?
Yeah.
You think they have iguana farms?
Yeah, if you can find an iguana
Yeah.
farm, I'd be surprised. Oh, my God.
I'm surprised they haven't.
And now,
3:18 yesterday afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time, you texted Dean about this moment of comedy that we just had. Oh, my God.
did you know
that's funny.
that they're called loft lizards?
No, I
did
didn't.
not know.
Why are they called that?
I don't know. Sounds like a fancy prostitute, though. When we come back, we'll have more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm Mark Allison. On a Monday, it's July 20th. Hey, have you given any thought to treating yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com? If you love the Bob and Tom Show, it gives you full access right now. Check out the Bob and Tom VIP premium service, including the live 7-camera video stream of the show. Jeff Oskey taking care of that each and every morning for us. The Bob and Tom Show also available commercial-free, you heard me, and on demand with our daily podcast. Plus, as a member, you also get access to the Bob and Tom archives and the complete album library. Check it out now. More information at bobandtom.com/VIP. Stay tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The renewed surge of coronavirus cases has Congress considering what to do next. The top Republicans in Congress are expected to meet today with President Donald Trump on the next COVID-19 aid package. The administration is stiffening its opposition to more testing money and interjecting other priorities that could complicate quick passage. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is prepared to roll out the $1 trillion package in a matter of days. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has already passed a sweeping $3 trillion measure from Democrats. Organizers of a national workers' strike say tens of thousands are set to walk off the job this morning in more than 24 U.S. cities to protest systematic racism and economic inequality that has only worsened during the coronavirus pandemic. Dubbed the Strike for Black Lives, essential workers such as nursing home employees, janitors, and delivery men and women will join fast food, rideshare, and airport workers in events targeting corporations and government leaders. Major actions are expected in New York City, Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Louis, and Los Angeles. And a United Arab Emirates spacecraft has rocketed away on a 7-month journey to Mars. The Amal, or Hope, orbiter is the Arab world's first interplanetary mission. The UAE built and launched the craft in partnership with U.S. universities in Japan. It lifted off under a blue sky from a southern Japanese island this morning. Later, Mitsubishi said the probe has separated from the rocket and is now on its solo journey. The UAE said it was sending back signals that would be analyzed later. China and the United States plan to send their own spacecraft to Mars in the next few days. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Yeah, you want us to play? You guys going to sing that or what?
Sure, yeah.
You going to do Smack Tom?
Yeah. Yep.
Smack Tom! Smack Tom!
It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again.
Smack Tom!
Smack Tom.
Smack Tom!
Smack Tom.
Kind of my own name.
Smack.
Tom. Smack Tom. Smack it in the brain.
Why you gotta smack Tom?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you. My dear, if you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how ya mon? In France, they'll say
9:02 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Josh's
sneezing continues.
Daily sneeze.
Sneeze into my armpit. It happens every morning.
The old
Yes, it does.
Turning
vampire
up my
sneeze.
UV machine. Quick forecast, Christy Lee.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We'll see cloudy skies with peaks of sunshine today, high 88. Variable cloudiness tomorrow, maybe a thunderstorm, high 86. Currently, we have, let's see what the magic number says.
72.
72 is
Little
correct.
COVID never hurt anybody.
Right. Thank you very much. Now, can you imagine 1 million windows, Josh?
That's a big house, Tom.
That is a big house. Our friends at Window Nation.
I don't do windows.
Our friends at Window Nation are excited to announce that they have just installed their 1 millionth window.
That's a huge accomplishment. Of course, it's not all in one house.
No.
It's on many, many
So if I had
houses.
1 million windows, though, I buy 500,000. I fix all my windows.
Well, that's what's going on right now. You get peace of mind you deserve with an in-home estimate based on CDC guidelines, which is a virtual consultation. Get it done with Window Nation today. And they've got deferred payments for 2 years, 50% off all style windows, and they've got more than 1,000 styles. Plus, put zero down and pay zero interest for 2 years at windownation.com.
That's right, Tom. They've got that 97% customer satisfaction rating. And again, deferred payments for 2 years, 50% off all style windows, including their clear glass. And you put zero down and pay zero interest for 2 years, all at windownation.com.
Windownation.com, including the clear glass?
Yes.
Thank you for adding that. windownation.com.
How about
Say
ya?
And the Beatles, of course, this reminds me of their great song, Iguana, hold your hand. And
you got them all lined up there.
Iguana, hold your hand.
Who's who here? This is the big room here in the Bob and Tom Show. Ace. Let's see. Chick. I'm Tom. That's Josh in the all-new IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
We said it before. We'll say it again. We teased Tom for making the studio so darn big. Well, we stand corrected, my friend.
Okay, now, we also have a Willie G in the room over there, but we can see him on the big screen.
Hey.
Also on the big screen, we have Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom, Patty G around the corner where the fudge is made.
Hello.
And we have Jess Hooker joining us from her home, actually.
Yep.
And thank you very much. And I understand we have a special guest joining us on the phone.
Is that
this,
right?
Of course, is the track phone hotline. We're joined by the other Jessica Alsman.
Defending her squirrels, I bet.
Who happens to live right behind Josh Arnold. Josh, you pointed out that you have a bunch of squirrels with the little baby squirrels.
Yeah, a lot of baby squirrels running around, and I forgot, Jessica, I didn't make the connection that you're actually helping raise those baby squirrels.
Oh, I'm a big squirrel enthusiast here. I think the neighbors all
Breastfeeding?
hate me.
That's
No,
kinda
just cheering on Trolley as she does her job. That's right.
Trolley?
My pregnant squirrel. Her name is Trolley. She visits me daily.
And
Check
you-
out my social media if you want to be bored with all those photos.
You feed her daily?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Don't you have a little picnic table for her?
Oh, I have a little red tractor they all sit on and eat corn.
Oh, you're a crazy person.
Oh, you're undateable.
You're undateable.
Pat, cool it with the undateable.
The quarantine does stuff to people. I can't help it.
So you feed
But I
them,
turn
you feed
to
them
the
corn?
wilderness. I feed them corn.
On the cob
the
or-
squirrels.
No,
we've got
popcorn.
corn.
No,
cream
We've got it
corn.
all.
No, seriously.
We've got the cob, and we've got some that's just loose. We've got, let's see, what is this? Sunflower seed, pumpkin seed,
Oh, wow.
peanuts.
Oh, mix that.
But I hate to break your heart, Josh.
What's that, sweetie?
I said, I hate to break your heart.
Yeah.
But I thought they were baby squirrels, too. I was so excited.
Yeah.
Until someone goes, those are red squirrels. And I'm like, you're putting me on. And I did some Googling. And it's a whole different type of squirrel altogether.
Oh, it's a whole different type of squirrel. Oh, we're not doing that?
No, we don't
Very
have to all
good.
do it at the same time. Okay, well,
Oh,
by the
Is
way,
that right? Okay.
today is not Squirrel Day. It happens to be National Bald Eagle Day.
Oh, it
And
is.
I have not updated you on our bald eagle nest, and there's
Oh, my God. Where will this
the
end?
eaglets are still, they're not
Well,
out
check,
yet.
they're all dead.
They're still there.
Yeah, they're still up in the
well,
nest.
that's-
How many eaglets are there?
I
I thought eagles only.
I think there are 2
Oh, okay.
at last count. I don't know, but well, thank you, Jessica.
Yes, thank you. I really do feel like I did see baby squirrels, though, and not just
I
the red
swear I
squirrels.
thought they were, and they move really fast. It's like you're watching a squirrel in a strobe light. They're so quick.
Huh, okay.
Until one just came on the deck, and I just took a photo of it, and again, it's on my social media. Hey, Donnie.
Okay, well, don't back over one.
No, always keep an eye out. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I was
Honk before you leave.
I was just up in Michigan where they have black squirrels.
Oh, really?
For those of you that have read Hemingway, perhaps you're aware of the black squirrels that show up in
the Nick Adams stories.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, Michigan, the only state in the union. And,
have you ever seen a black squirrel?
I never have.
I couldn't tell one squirrel from another
Seen a
because
gray
they have
squirrel?
disease and they spread plague.
Oh, come on. They're fun.
Horrible, filthy creatures.
They're cute.
And
Okay, let's
they
move
chew
on.
your insulation, and they keep yelling at me and dare me to kill them. And
by mentioning a book.
They keep pointing at their hands, going, "Come at me," stuff
Okay,
like that.
let's move on. Thank you, Jessica. Let's get back to the action with Christy Lee. Christy?
This isn't a squirrel, but a kangaroo on the loose in Florida. Actually, police received the call of the animal hopping through a Fort Lauderdale neighborhood Thursday morning.
Wow.
Where was he having breakfast, Josh?
IHOP.
That's right.
You'd think we planned it.
Responding officers managed to safely catch the kangaroo and place it in a squad car.
What?
Wait a minute. This is Super Troopers 2.
Yeah.
This isn't.
Wow.
They put the kangaroo in a squad car before turning it over to the South Florida Wildlife Center. So far, police have few clues as to the origins of the misplaced marsupial. No injuries were reported from the
You
kangaroo.
think they cuffed it and searched it, like its pouch and stuff?
And you,
Are they going to find anything in here?
I got a white claw and some pot.
and you think a 10-year-old kicks the back of your seat while you're driving?
Yeah, no
What, do you have a
joke.
kangaroo?
How weird.
You know why it was in Fort Lauderdale, right?
No, why?
It was going to go into Miami, but the Miami airport's just way too busy. It's much better.
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah, exactly. You fly into Fort
It's
Lauderdale.
not spring
Kangaroo's got a
break.
good travel agent, huh? That's interesting. Yeah.
Chick, how much would you pay to watch Tom box a kangaroo?
$10,000.
You would literally pay $10,000.
Yes, I would.
Have you seen the video of the man boxing the kangaroo?
Oh,
I've seen some
It attacks his dog, and he just runs up and pops this kangaroo in the face, and the kangaroo is shocked. It's like an adult, or it's like a person's reaction, just shocked. You guys have to look it
But
up.
don't they instinctively box kangaroo? I think they do, don't they?
Kind of, yeah. Apparently,
right?
I don't know.
I'm sure it's a very cruel sport.
Yeah, you shouldn't be beating kangaroos.
Of course not.
But they can kick the
There's
heck
only
out of you.
2 rules of Kangaroo Fight Club.
Yeah, what are they?
Kangaroo.
Well,
Nobody talks about kangaroo fight.
why is there a loose kangaroo? No one ever said who's.
They don't know. They have no clue.
Somebody in Florida got a kangaroo as a pet, and it got too big.
And they let it go, just like they do
Is
alligators.
this one of these drug dealer things where they go buy
Sure.
rhinos and hippos and kangaroos?
How would you like a kangaroo crapping in your back seat? How would you like that, huh?
Yeah, I bet it tore it up.
What is kangaroo
I'm sure it
defecant?
didn't. Do you strap in a kangaroo?
Kangapoo.
Do you put the seatbelt on him?
These are all great questions. I would imagine the kangaroo would possibly defecate all over the car. And
You would be scared to death, I would think.
I think that you shouldn't, no matter what, don't put just wait till the people show up. Don't put a kangaroo in the back of a squad car.
Let's not forget what our good friend Chad Daniels said kangaroo should be called. Tyrannosaurus deer.
Oh, that is.
That's one of the greatest things I've ever
That is
heard.
one of the greatest jokes of all time.
Really should.
He's so funny.
Yeah, he's going to be our guest coming up. Chad Daniels, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, we return it to Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Let's
Christy.
wrap up our animal hunk, shall we? Researchers have outfitted a beetle with a tiny camera to stream beetle activities. The team at the University of Washington developed the tiny wireless camera. It weighs about 1/10 of the weight of a playing card. And to conserve battery life, the camera only takes images when the beetle is moving. Researchers assured that the insects were not harmed and that they lived for at least a year after the experiment concluded.
All right.
The research was published
hang
in
on a
the
second.
journal
So there are
Science
There are
Robotics.
people that got upset if
Beetles
insects are
die?
killed in the process.
Well, a lot of people got
Well,
upset when
sure.
John died.
What?
You said people get mad when Beatles die. I said a lot of people got mad when John died.
John was a beetle there, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the janitor at the hotel.
Yeah, the doorman at the hotel.
Did not see that coming.
I don't know how closely you read Catcher in the Rye, but it wasn't a good book.
Yeah, okay.
That's a great book.
It
really isn't.
Could we move on, please?
Slow read. It's okay.
So who's upset that they put a
I'm sure
tiny
there
little
are
camera
people.
on an insect and
I'm sure there are people who are upset, yes.
some disease-carrying insect, and they're upset?
No, but defend squirrels who have the bugs on their back spreading disease. Defend them. Oh, yeah.
Well, they're cute, and they don't fly around and fly in your mouth and stuff.
Man, a bug flying into your mouth is a bummer.
You know what? You got me there.
Yes.
Boy, that'd be awful. A squirrel flew in your mouth.
Oh,
no good at all.
Ugh. They have flying squirrels, you know. Be careful.
So I want to see some of these videos. A camera on an insect.
Yeah,
it's a tiny camera.
They're going to be. I mean, that's amazing.
Do they look like little GoPros?
Little tiny. Yeah, they strapped to the little tiny little heads.
Didn't we used to race those
I would
bugs?
think they would put them on their backs because beetles have a flat back.
I know that they're. I do know that they are water resistant.
Oh.
So you don't have to worry about beetle juice.
Apparently, we don't have to worry about comedy.
No.
Setups or jokes.
We're just rhyming. We're just throwing. We're doing sound-alikes. No. Our last thought's comedy, I think.
Actually, it's a better screen than you. The first time the Beatles were on television, this is actually better video quality.
The Beatles.
Yeah, well, 1964.
I've never seen the reporters, so the Beatles. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier will be joining us. We will also have our exercise in history and what would happen if you were anchoring the news and one of your teeth fell out.
Whoa, sounds like a nightmare.
It happened, and we're going to find out all about it next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hello, Chick McGee. I'm Mark Allison. On a Monday, it's July 20th. Yes, we're slowly making our way through July. We are here live. Social distancing as well. Christy Lee back. We're skating at full strength. She'd been on vacation this past week, but it's nice to hear Christy back at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk, and we'll have more of the show coming up right after this on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. TV and film crews can work again in New York City in a limited version of New York State's fourth phase of reopening, which starts today. Governor Andrew Cuomo is also allowing New York City zoos to welcome reduced crowds and professional sports teams to play to empty seats. Visitors are set to return to the island that houses the Statue of Liberty, but not the statue itself, and malls, museums, and restaurant dining rooms will remain closed. The American Music Awards are still going to be held, but details still being worked out. The AMA has announced it will air November 22nd on ABC. Details about the show's production will be revealed closer to the date. And a little dog named Cleo, who disappeared from her home in Kansas earlier this month, turned up a few days later at her old home in Missouri, about 50 miles away. Colton Michael told the TV station KMBC this week that the 4-year-old lab retriever border collie mix showed up on his family's front porch in Lawson, Missouri. He says she was scared at first and wouldn't let anyone near her, but eventually gained her trust and had her checked for a microchip. It showed that she belonged to the family that had owned his home before he bought it nearly 2 years ago. The family amazed when they called with the good news. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Anybody else notice it should be state fair time across the continental United States? Missing out on all my tractor pulls and demolition derbies. Good Lord. I ain't never seen so many overweight heifers in my life. And those were just the chicks on the scrambler. Swear to God. And my bass player Boner's favorite thing to do at the fair is hang out right under the swinging chairs.
Yeah.
He likes upskirting chicks when they go flying by. You'd be amazed how many jackpots you get now the chicks are wearing rompers around.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bug, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I saw her driving in a Plymouth. A cellular phone was in her hand. I couldn't stop myself from shouting, "You'll be damned!
You'll be damned!
You'll be damned! I'm surely burning hell."
heathen.
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 I can't get her out of that car.
I saw her through the bedroom window.
Ja.
Remote control and VCR.
Ja.
Hey, what's that other thing she's holding? Well, looky there.
Looky there. Looky there.
Like a mule eating a carrot.
Heathen. Heathen. Heathen.
I can't get that out of my mind.
I took her back down to the village.
Ja.
I tried to teach her wrong from right.
Ja.
That's when I learned that she'd been courting a Mennonite.
A Mennonite?
A Mennonite?
And that ain't right.
Heathen. Heathen. Heathen.
He ain't even wearing a beard.
His name was Chuck. He drove a truck.
He came to get her and the two of them kissed.
I wanted to fight with all my might. Then I remembered I'm a pacifist.
Well, now I'm left with just her memory.
Ja.
Sometimes I find it hard to sleep. And despite those nasty rumors, I just count my sheep.
Count your sheep.
Count your sheep.
Yeah, they were trying to imply that I'd taken the sheep and.
Hi, 919 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep your ears open. You're shot at some serious cash and some great music coming up throughout the day on Q95, so pay attention. Christy Lee has a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Mix of sun and clouds, high 88. Variable cloudiness tomorrow, maybe a thunderstorm popping up, high 86, 72 currently.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Let's see. Oh, did I mention? The Bob and Tom golf outing is back.
What?
Details coming up.
Or
Top Golf and Fishers is the spot. Socially distanced fun. Details coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We got the big screen I'll tell you about in just a second. Over the weekend, we bought the screen from a drive-in movie theater and moved it into this room.
Yes, we did.
The human beings in the room include Ace Cosby, our engineer, Chick McGee across the way at the sports desk. This is Tom speaking. That is Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk.
Hello.
Willie G is in the room back there.
Hey.
Christy Lee is in the room over there. Christy, your cake.
Yeah.
The cake is right here. We got to open this cake up before we go.
Okay.
Now on the big screen, it's now a fivesome. We have Willie G, Christy Lee, Patty G, Jessica Hooker, and Reno C.
What up?
Reno Collier. Now, can you see everybody, Reno, when you look at your computer?
No, on mine, it's just my giant freaking head.
Ah.
That's all I
You
see.
have a big dome. There's on the. What do you
Dude,
got?
this thing hurts my back, man.
Oh,
It
that's
is
tough, yeah.
Heavy.
Like a size 8? What are you carrying there? What hats?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
7 3/4, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
dude, and it's not. It's just you could show a movie right here. You could put all 5 of y'all right across my forehead.
One of the Pep Boys.
It's very nice.
It's enormous.
Reno, we've been talking about critters for some reason the last hour or so. Christy, during the break, I found this story. Have you heard about the chipmunk infestation in New England?
Oh, yeah, with all the acorns are having, yes, I do. In fact, I have that story.
Apparently, there is a bounty of acorns.
They call them varmints in this story. Making a nuisance of themselves, darting to and fro, digging holes in gardens, tunneling under lawns. Apparently, it's because of a bumper crop of acorns last fall that meant there was still plenty of food on the ground when the chipmunks emerged from their winter hibernation.
So this says there is an explosion in the chipmunk population.
Mm-hmm.
But it says don't worry about it. The chipmunks are easy prey for owls, hawks, snakes, foxes, and raccoons.
Okay.
And of course, Goodyear tires.
These aren't just tough times for people, it's animals too. I have one of my friends, this is kind of jacked up, but they have 6 kids, right? And they've all been locked in the house and, for the quarantine, and their dog died.
Oh my God.
And I was like, good. Yeah, I know. And I go over, I'm like, you guys, I'm so sorry. And the kids are crying and the mom's like, hey, come here for a minute. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, don't feel bad. And I was like, why? And she goes, he killed himself. I go, what? She goes, yeah. She goes, the kids were screaming. It was chaos in the morning. We let him out to go out. He walked out to the curb, literally turned around, looked at the family and went, and just stepped right out into the street.
No.
I swear to God. I was like, are you kidding me? She goes, it's been 5 months and that dog's been trying to get out. We only let him in the back. His first chance out the front door, he's like, I can't take this anymore. I'm going.
I just read an article about this because a friend of mine told me a similar story. And I looked up canine suicide, and apparently it's a thing.
You're serious?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Is there anything else we can talk about? This is anything at all. Oh my God.
All I was saying was there's a chipmunk overpopulation. I don't get too concerned about anything I can fix with a pellet gun.
Oh.
Okay, I think we clearly need to
Chipmunks
move on.
are so destructive.
Yeah, I hear that, but I think they're so cute.
Well, they can be cute, but they're terribly destructive.
All right.
That's because we're taught when we're little, they're all like Chip and Dale.
Sure.
They ride on little trains and they're sweet and everything. And then you get close to them and it's like,
What came first, Chip and Dale or Chippendales?
I think Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale is a type of a design of what furniture?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean that? You don't mean the dancers?
He means the dancers.
Yeah.
You mean the dancers?
Yes, because there's no way Disney went, oh, we should name them Chip and Dale because it's...
Yeah.
After a bunch of guys
Right,
stripping?
right.
No.
No,
Okay,
no, no,
so
no.
Chip and Dale.
They both
Chip and
love
Dale,
nuts.
is that like an era of antiques or something? I don't know.
Yes, it's a type
Let's
of...
do Today in History, shall we?
Sure,
Anything to get away from.
Time now for Today in History. Leonard's on vacation. Here's Tom.
Leonard's on vacation.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Hey, he's welcome to take a break.
He's been here 72 years. What do you want?
The man gets tired after 3.5
sure.
hours.
Tired of it, he said.
Okay, let's see. 356 BC, Alexander the Great was born.
Okay.
Anybody remember him?
And his brother, Alexander, not so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough. He talked about living under somebody's shadow.
That was.
Is he Russian?
He
I don't know if he's in a hurry or not.
threw a javelin to the chest of his brother or something bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's one that's already controversial because Chick McGee pointed this out earlier. It's the birthday of Sir Edmund Hillary, famously, at least
Yes.
as
He
part
was
of
born in
the
Badger's
team
Drift.
that went to the top of Mount Everest. But you say someone did it earlier now?
Yes, and I forgot to look it up, and here you are asking me about it. There is some controversy about it, who summited Hillary Everest first. It wasn't Hillary. 30 years before, I guess.
Did the Sherpa go first?
Of
Right, but
Hillary?
this is
well, we
decades
don't know.
before.
Yeah, this is decade. This is a whole nother.
Yeah, 30 years you said.
This is a whole nother crew.
And they think that person may have been first. But
Did they make it down alive?
I mean, that you would think that.
Well, that's
Isn't that one of the rules?
I would think.
It doesn't count if you die up there.
I think that might be the sticking point.
Oh, well.
That somebody beat him to the top, but didn't make it back down to the bottom. Okay.
That's not.
I mean, they
So
could-
he only-
I think
you could
he
jump
only
out of a
halfway
plane.
wins.
Well, I'm sorry. So it's his birthday. Never mind.
No, that's cool.
Natalie Wood.
Yeah.
Born in this state in 1938.
Just a gorgeous actress, just a wonderful actress.
Not all wood floats.
Not all wood floats, he says.
I'm sorry. You bring up dog suicide, and you're mad at me?
I didn't bring it up. I just
Reno brought it up.
Reno started.
Does David
that.
Rush have any records or anything we could talk about?
Okay. Carlos Santana, born in this state in 1947, one of the great guitar players.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see now. Here's a good one. Friend of the show, Carlos Alazraqui, the great comedian.
Oh,
yeah, he is terrific.
Oh, yeah.
He does a bunch. He does a bunch of cartoon voices.
He does the voice of the general with Shaq.
Oh, he's the best. Let's see. Sandra Oh from
Grey's Anatomy?
Killing Eve, Grey's Anatomy,
Yeah.
Sideways. She's
Right.
great. Born in 1971. Sandra Oh, that's Spanish for Sandra.
Good God.
That's the way it's been.
I know a dog that killed himself.
Did you see her show?
You're letting dogs in, huh? Okay.
She did. Oh, yeah. I'll let anybody in now.
All right.
Oh, no
Sandra
kidding.
Oh, of course, the nickname of Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor.
I didn't know that.
That's a true fact. Her dog did not kill himself. Let's see. Where were we? Giselle Bundchen.
Ugh.
Jizzy.
How old's Jizzy?
Born in 1980, so a rock solid 40.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. On this date in 1969, this is exciting. The Apollo lunar module lands on the surface of the moon.
Yes.
69.
And who was in it?
Or on a Disney lot.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
You and Chick.
Thank you, Reno. That's exactly right.
I'm here for you, buddy.
Okay. Here we go. A person in the film industry was able to debunk the so-called fake moon landing theory, boiled down to the size of the film necessary to film all the shots did not exist at the time. So there you go.
Yeah.
And that pretty much sums up our world in history. Christy Lee, what else have you got over there?
Okay.
Well, she's got a cake sitting right here. Should we take a look at this?
Open that up.
All right, Christy, may I open it for you?
Yeah, because it's in there.
This is a big box. This is a very heavy cake.
This is from our cake lady, Amy.
Okay.
And
will you look at this? Will you look at this?
Oh, my, that's beautiful.
Let's see.
It's all fruit on the top.
All kinds of fruit on the top. We'll just scrape that off. And yeah, you got your blackberries, your blueberries, your raspberries.
Oh, that's
so the fruit is
beautiful.
guarding the cake.
Yeah, exactly. So
And
I think this is called Josh-proofing a cake.
Yeah, you got to get rid of those.
What's inside?
I don't know. Get a knife.
It's chantilly cake, actually.
Chantilly cake.
And a pretty face and a raspberry pie and a blueberry.
I'll take the plane. You guys stay here.
Jess, what is a chantilly cake?
Well, according to your daughters, it's your favorite.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you should talk with them more.
Never heard of it.
Well, we know what your daughters.
I have the text from Willie. Talked to Ava and said yes.
So now we know what your daughter's favorite cake is.
Yeah, apparently.
Evidently.
That's funny.
So what is chantilly cake?
Well, the cake lady said it's the most complicated cake she's ever had to make.
It's called a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the ass cake. What it is.
I apologize.
Tom, this
I
cake
had no
cost you
idea.
$360.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, the fresh berry chantilly cake.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Sounds wonderful.
It does look really good.
I
though.
think you'll really like it. Yeah,
I'm sure. It must be Ava's favorite cake.
Yeah, apparently.
Man, that's funny.
Well, now we have time to squeeze in the story. This is kind of visual, but we all enjoy watching the news, and especially when funny things happen. Funniest thing I ever saw on the news that was a mistake was it was one of those newscasts where the newscaster was controlling the camera.
Yeah.
There was no one else in the room.
Yes.
And this was on a station out.
It had to be a small market station.
Yeah, it was out of Traverse City, Charlevoix, Michigan, a few years back, and the guy finishes the news, and that's the news, and he's staring at the camera. And I wish I had taped it. And he's just staring at it, and nothing is happening. He's just staring at the camera. And then finally, he does one of these sideways glances, and then he realizes he's obviously dropped the switcher stick, whatever the thing is.
No.
So then he sort of eases down. I think there was a movie that had this as a joke that was the same thing. This was real.
So he was his own switcher, too?
Yes. Oh, God, it was the greatest. But this is a story.
Video of a news anchor has gone viral because she seamlessly goes on with her newscast despite losing a tooth as she is speaking.
What is she, a member of the Chernobyl news team?
Well, you're
not far.
Holy hell.
Yes.
Let me take my dip out.
Marachaka Padilko was reading the news live on Ukraine's TSN channel when a piece of her tooth began falling out. Without interrupting her broadcast, Padilko briefly put her hand in front of her mouth, removed the tooth. She later posted a clip of the incident on Instagram and wrote that it had been probably my most curious experience in 20 years as a presenter. According to a translation of her post, Padilko said she first broke the tooth a decade ago when her daughter accidentally hit her in the mouth with a heavy metal alarm clock.
I wonder how that accident would have happened.
God. She said the tooth had been repaired recently and she had forgotten to avoid hard food, so she apparently had bitten into
This
something.
is the one thing I can't. Right now, one of my little girls is about to lose another tooth, and she'll always go, "Look, Daddy," and wiggle it.
Yeah.
So this woman's talking, and she looks like she's tiny. And all of a sudden, her lips kind of move in a funny way, and then she just reaches up with her mouth, pulls back. It's one of her front teeth.
So she's talking, she's got a big hole in her mouth?
Yeah, but she kind of lowers her lip. It's pretty disgusting.
Well, good for her, though, I guess.
With an alarm I saw this on Perry Mason. That they said the whole tooth and nothing but the tooth.
That's right, they did, yeah.
Son of a gun.
She was doing an exclusive news story. She had the insider scoop. That was barely a joke.
No, I wouldn't. No, not at all.
Yeah.
But more reason to wear a mask if you're having tooth issues, certainly. She has summer teeth. Some are there, some are not.
Sure she got it fixed properly?
Okay.
A California woman making news, not for losing a tooth, but she urinated on the floor of a Verizon store after being asked to leave for not wearing a mask. In a 911 call.
Go ahead, Teresa. Take a piss.
Karen did it.
That'll show him.
If Karen can do it, you can do it.
Some bitches.
In a 911 call shared by CBS 13,
we're on your side. I haven't done that in a long time.
I know. A dispatch operator tells an officer that 3 people are refusing to leave the store in Roseville, California. Soon after, the operator explains that employees called 911 again to say a woman is, quote, pulling down her pants and is now urinating inside the business. A Roseville police spokesperson said officers arrested the woman after finding several items that had also been stolen from a nearby Dick's Sporting Goods inside her vehicle.
Just a human piece of terror.
Wow.
Oh, we're going to have a nice Saturday. I'm going to steal some things from Dick's. So I can be in the Verizon store.
Got my kid a new wiffle ball bat. Then I took a leak right there in the Verizon. Oh, man, they're hot, too. I tell you what.
I cracked the screen on my bedazzled phone case. I don't know what happened.
What a moron.
I meant to piss at the Cricket, not the Verizon.
Cricket store.
Pissing in the
allowed
phone
in the
store.
Cricket store
Pissing in
anymore.
the phone store is a Cricket move.
You know, I heard this is the #1 Verizon store in town.
All right.
He did a little dance. You see a little dance?
I had to dance and make noise because there weren't going to be laughs after that joke.
Oh, God. That's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Well, what a dirtbag.
Yeah. This is a garbage person.
You
I
know
hate
how
this person.
bad you feel though when you get into an altercation with somebody and you're like, no, something real minor. But
Yeah.
Imagine how this idiot felt when. Yeah, you peed in the floor. Okay. You think- maybe she probably,
I'm sure she
probably
has
didn't
no
even feel
regrets.
bad. Yeah.
Oh, she'd know.
No regrets.
Oh, of course not.
As long as I didn't get my smokes wet.
And my craft, but I didn't have to go.
And my live, laugh, love phone.
How'd you get that canoe out?
Wait a second. I think we missed Josh's entry into the This is the final joke competition. Go ahead, Josh.
Out of craft, but I didn't have to go.
I think we're done.
Long John Silver's hadn't kicked in yet.
That's right.
Hey, let's change the subject,
You want
shall
to
we?
play wiffle ball?
Peel Regional Police have made an arrest in connection to a series of indecent acts committed in Ontario, Mississauga, Ontario. Throughout July, 74-year-old Peter Malagos allegedly tied used condoms to unoccupied vehicles in the parking lots of shopping centers around the city.
Used?
Yes.
Wait a minute. How old is this guy?
74, Tom.
Wow.
Legos.
You got to hand it to him. I mean, unless he was collecting them.
I was going to say maybe they weren't his.
70 if they were his. They knew they were his because they were filled with dust.
Where do you get used condoms?
I don't know. He's been arrested and charged with several counts, including indecency and voyeurism.
That's right. You have to look for these condoms. See? You got to look for them.
Who's this?
That's the old guy out in the parking lot looking for condoms.
That's how I can tell it's my car.
That's right.
Yeah, I used to have the antenna with the rabbit's foot on it. And now I just got to tied a condom to the windshield. I know that's my car.
Keeps my face soft.
Yeah,
I use it as an emollient.
You've heard that expression where the rubber meets the road.
There you go.
That's the road right here. Where would this guy acquire all these used condoms?
I don't know, Tom. I wish I did.
Is there like a river? He takes a butterfly net and
Ugh.
Butterfly.
How we get to the river? Tom thinks people are having sex outside and then just tossing their condoms in the river.
If you use
drive to the river.
That's Hudson River whitefish we used to call
I
them.
love that.
If you use a stick with a nail in it, you're wearing the condom. If you want to use it again.
Well, that's just being eco-friendly, chick.
Yeah, that's true.
Reclaimed condoms.
You say more. I'd reclaim condoms. Big sale at Reclaim Condoms.
I think Donnie likes to use them more than once.
Oh, come
Yeah, he's
no.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Saves some money and
Yeah, rinses them out, turns them inside out. Isn't that what he does?
You got to air dry them and dip them in olive oil.
That sounds like a good idea.
Oddly, I thought you were insane, but that makes sense.
yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
the last person to dip a condom in olive oil was Popeye.
That's
I think we're
joke.
done. Reno, do you have any gigs coming up?
I do. I'm in Chattanooga the 31st of July and August 1st, and then I'm going to Birmingham, Alabama, and then to Kansas City.
Okay, and where does one find the actual postings of these?
At Reno Collier on Twitter.
Okay, you acted like
I'm still working construction, but
Okay, all right. Well, we hope for better times, and with lots of things opening when they open. And we're going to come right back, and we have more interesting things, I'm sure, including buried treasure for real in the news.
Oh.
Have you heard about this?
Yeah, it's under a giant W.
No, not that one. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, don't forget, if you missed today's show, beginning today, we'll replay the show all day. From 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Time, it's Bob and Tom's All Day Replay, hosted by our friend Christopher. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll replay today's show back to back to back to back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. John Rahm will move to the top of the world golf rankings after a convincing victory at the Memorial in Dublin, Ohio. Rahm closed with a 3 over 75 for a 9 under total, 3 strokes ahead of second-round co-leader Ryan Palmer at Muirfield Village. And Richard Childress Racing had a successful day at Texas Motor Speedway. Austin Dillon stayed in front after a restart with 2 laps to go and beat rookie Tyler Reddick to the checkered flag. That gave Childress a 1-2 NASCAR Cup finish and a big show for spectators that were spread out in the stands in Fort Worth. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
We all do stuff for the farmers. Daylight savings time, for instance.
Absolutely.
I mean, we do that so the farmers can have a couple extra hours of daylight to plant stuff in the summer, and that's fine, but you better be using it. I mean, I'm driving by some of these farms this summer, and if it's light out and they're not out there, I'm knocking on some doors. Hey, we weren't all sad for 6 months. You guys could sit inside and watch hee-haw. You get out there and you farm something.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Wait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah. Rick Schrader is our guest, and Rick is on his, well, frankly, you're on your second marriage. I don't know if I should bring this up.
Yes, I am. Maybe men and women living together is just too much anyway. I think, it's just too much pressure. I think
a chantilly cake and a pretty 9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Interested in having some fun?
Yes.
Fun is back. Yingling presents Spread Your Wings. It's the Bob and Tom golf outing at Top Golf. Details coming up. We've had a great time the last several years. The third annual Bob and Tom charity golf outing. Now, I'll also remind you that we have some serious cash at stake. So keep listening to Q95 for some great music, information about our special outing, and money, 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 money. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's get in the big room. He's our engineer. He is the legend himself, Ace Cosby. The voice, the man, the mystery. Chick McGee across the way.
Dude, how about ya?
The voice, the man, the annoyance. This is Tom speaking.
What was that last one?
Nothing. Across the way in the all-new IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Yeah.
Steven Singer says, hey, make her happy. Make him happy. Grab some jewelry by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Then on the big screen, we got a giant screen in the room now featuring people from other places in other rooms.
Yeah.
Sounds so poetic, doesn't it? Other voices, other rooms.
But I believe you just introduced the chair I'm in, but you didn't say my name.
That's correct.
I'm pretty sure. Wow.
Christy Lee is over there looking at Josh Arnold's chair.
Yes.
She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Actually, I'm eating cake.
The chantilly cake, delicious.
Oh, it is my favorite cake.
Okay, very good.
See, my kids knew.
Willie G, how's the chantilly cake?
It's really good. It's really, really good.
I had a slice.
It's very on a pretty plate.
And let's see now. Then we have Jess Hooker over there in the big. Christy.
She's eating. Oh, yeah. Christy,
She was taking a big bite of cake.
That must be good cake. She's stuffing
see
her
you.
face.
See, I'm not used to you guys being able to see me.
We can see you now. Okay, and there's a Pat Godwin. Pat and I are working on a special tribute song tomorrow morning.
About what?
Iguana tributes.
Oh,
After
there
was a problem when I tried to sing Iguana Know What Love Is. I can't get that note.
No, who can, right?
Pat, do you know who sings the Iguana tribute?
No.
Chameleon Redbone.
Oh, very nice.
I think that might look better on paper.
Yeah, it's not, check, you don't want to look too much into it.
Hanging down. I lied about my weight and the plane went down. Oh! Saw everybody in Richie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What are the new lyrics from the Big Bopper?
I lied about my weight and the plane went down. I said I was 120, but I was 500 pounds.
Well, that's so much for tribute to Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper.
He'd
Richie
go on
Valens.
the Big Bopper would go on stage with a phone and act like he was answering.
He sure would.
He sure would.
He sure would, yeah.
Well, hello.
Hello, baby.
Yeah, hello, baby.
Oh, this is a Big Bopper speaking. Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Tell me what you're wearing. Oh, God. They got real gross.
One of these days, I'll be able to see you while I'm talking to you.
She was wearing chantilly lace.
Yeah. I got a plane to catch, so I'm going to hang up.
Waylon Jennings has the flu.
Yeah,
all true. All true.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's
Yeah.
interject some facts into this horrific
Well, how
exercise.
else do you explain the plane crash?
I think we're going to have to hold off on our jewelry story
Okay.
because I don't think we have time.
It's a good one. We'll wait.
It is a good one.
You know what?
Very
I'll come back
interesting.
tomorrow for it.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I'm coming back tomorrow.
I don't know if I'm allowed back.
Well, we'll
Now,
be
what'd you do?
Who, me?
No, Pat.
No, nothing.
I was going to say.
Got a windbag here. I just saw this.
All right.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Tell Josh that Templeton was the name of the rat in Charlotte's Web.
That's what I said.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
I thought he said Charlotte's Web.
Tell the douchebag that sent this letter that...
What does he claim I said?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I said it was voiced by Paul Lynde.
Yes.
Then we went to the Paul Lynde.
That's right.
Remember that big hump?
Well, I guess we'll just do this.
gotta be such a windbag?
That's one of the joys. That's one of the joys of being a windbag. You don't have to be correct.
Okay, did you have a windbag over there?
I do. Yes.
I do not.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Earlier, we were talking about roller coasters and how I had to be moved from a regular seat to a fat person seat.
Right.
And I knew that they weren't called fat people seats, but it was something politically correct that I found to be more offensive. Well, I was told that they are called. It's called exceptionally sized seating, which is worse.
Much worse.
Yeah.
Just call us fat.
Wow.
Well, they can't have a sign saying "fat folks over here."
I'm glad you said folks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You are
Hey, you
exceptionally
Fat folks.
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show. Brought to you by Grainger. Products to keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
By the way, exceptionally sized. It doesn't work. My doctor's never gone, Josh, you're looking exceptional these days.
Exceptionally sized.
Instead, he goes, well, I see you didn't make any of those changes we talked about.
Oh. Oh.
Let's see now. We learned that there's a place in China where you can go and they'll make you fly like kung fu in front of this beautiful waterfall, and you wear these robes. It's pretty amazing.
That's fun.
I'm not sure you can go yet, but someday.
Why are you irritated about it? It's not even happened yet.
What?
You said, I don't know if you can go yet. Or
Well, he's
No,
disappointed.
we
you
can't go to China
yet.
I mean, because of the pandemic.
because of the pandemic.
They have people doing it. You can Google it. It's pretty cool. I saw a deer water skiing.
No, you were water skiing.
And
Right.
saw
Once
a
again.
deer.
Right.
The deer was swimming way out in Traverse
While
Bay.
water skiing, I saw a
Yeah.
deer.
Yeah, that's how you should say
Read,
that.
eat, shoots, and leaves.
Okay.
It'll help.
Exactly.
What now?
That's about a koala bear.
That's a
punctuation
good
book.
punctuation grammar book.
What's it called?
Eats, shoots, and leaves.
Never heard of it.
It's all about the comma.
Okay.
Eat, Grandma.
Apparently, Josh has baby squirrels in his backyard, but now it turns out they're not baby squirrels. They're a different
I don't know. I may have red squirrels, but they sure look like baby gray squirrels to me.
Stromboli is a place, and there is a volcano there, and the Stromboli volcano went off, and what did it shoot off?
Marinara sauce, right?
No.
No, it lava bombs.
Lava bombs.
Yeah.
And Willie, where was the Stromboli volcano located?
Oh, everybody knows it's right by the Marinara Trench.
The Marinara Trench in the Mediterranean Sea.
Yes.
Dear dumbass. The Mediterranean Sea.
Talking about the Marianas, the deepest pond in the shut up.
Okay, Christy dreamed that she was dancing with our good friend, comedian Jimmy Pardo. Slow dancing.
Yeah.
And she was taller than he was, and she was leading. That is just mean.
I didn't say I was taller. I said we were the same size.
I
It was
guess I have
nice.
to turn my phone off later today.
Oh.
And Christy went on a kayak on vacation. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Yeah, you want us to play? You guys gonna sing that or what?
Sure, yeah.
You going to do Smack Tom?
Yeah. Yep.
Smack Tom. Smack Tom.
It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again.
Smack Tom.
Smack Tom.
Smack Tom.
Smack Tom.
Kind of my only.
Smack
Tom. Smack, smack. Smack it in the brain.
Why you gotta smack Tom?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm Mark Allison. We'll see you right back here again tomorrow morning. Kostaki Economopoulos with the Economopoulos.